Good Friday evening, sports fans. Welcome to Rocket Stadium, the site for tonight's Fox Valley Association showdown between the visiting Kaukauna Ghosts and the host Neenah Rockets. It's a beautiful night for football. I'm Ricardo Arguello, part of USA Today Network Wisconsin, hanging out as always with Brett Christopherson and bringing those high-definition shots, Jim Rosandick. We're all part of USA Today Network Wisconsin. Another digital live stream. It's week 4 in the high school football season. We got a good one here, Brett. Kaukauna team coming in looking to get to 500, and Neenah Rockets team, to put it quite matter of fact, 2-1, and arguably with some of the toughest games you'll ever see on a schedule.
Well, it's fair to say this is a big game.
Sure it is.
You know, Kaukauna obviously overall trying to even its record at 2-2 after a really tough non-conference slate. Neenah trying to improve to 3-1 after a tough non-conference slate as well. But both of these teams come in, Ricardo, 1-0 in FVA play, and
yes,
both of these teams have designs on winning a conference championship. These two teams shared the title along with Kimberly last season, so two of the top teams in the league, but a league that's really looking deep, looking even as well. You're kind of Appleton North, Kimberly, Neenah, Kaukauna, Fond du Lac.
Yep.
You know, it seems like any one of those 5 teams could rise to the top and win this outright or share a title. But this is a big game as far as conference championship implications go, because one of these two teams is going to emerge after this one unscathed at 2-0, and the other one's going to have to play a little bit of catch-up.
You couldn't have said it any better, Brett. Big game in that respect. Both teams undefeated, 1-0 in the Fox Valley Association, a league that we consider to be one of the 2 best in the state of Wisconsin. Well, let's get to know these teams a little bit. We got a bunch of notes here put together every week so nicely by Brett. I will start with Neenah. He will follow with Kaukauna. Let's get to know the Rockets a little bit. 2-1 overall, 1-0 in the FVA, coming off a resounding 51-21 win over Appleton East last Friday. That was an FVA matchup opener at Pickett Field in Appleton. Neenah scored 29 second quarter points to open up a 44-7 halftime lead. Quarterback Ashton Van Beek, you'll hear that name a lot. He threw for 120 yards and 3 touchdowns on 6 of 10 passing. Dylan Fote, did I say that right?
I think so. Dylan
Fote was on the receiving end of one of those 2 scores, while Matthias Charles caught the other. Fote and Charles each tallied a pair of catches, with Fote totaling, not tattling, Brett.
Yeah, he was tattling on somebody, right?
Totaling 60 yards, and Charles finishing with 52 yards receiving. Van Beek also had a huge night on the ground, 128 yards, 2 scores to help the Rockets. They finished with 315 yards in all on the ground. Van Beek, by the way, almost 11 yards per carry last week. Now, Brick Brick Haney ran for 75 yards on a score in 16 attempts. Cooper Seek finished with 51 yards and a touchdown on 9 carries. And defensively, am I saying this right? Joey Herron?
Yeah.
Posted 4 tackles to lead the way. Matthias Charles, hey, he's playing some defense, was credited with an interception, as the Rockets limited Appleton East to just 164 total yards. And on the season, Van Beek has thrown for 352 yards and 5 touchdowns while completing 53% of his passes. He has a pair of picks. Van Beek is also the Rockets' leading rusher with 345 yards and 2 scores. He's averaging 6.3 yards a carry. Haney and Seek are next at 133 and 106 yards, respectively. Charles, he's the top receiver with 6 catches for 118 yards and 2 scores. Fote is next with 5 receptions for 95 yards and 2 scores. Seek has 2 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown. Nate Kemp on defense. He leads the way in tackles with 13. 9 solo stops. Jonah Rittner next with 10.5 tackles, followed by Connor Stuckel. Owen Fox with 10 tackles apiece. And as a team, the Rockets are averaging 90.5 passing yards a game, almost 220 yards rushing. And Neenah's averaging 26 points a game on offense, allowing 16.7. Their next game at Oshkosh West next Friday in an FVA matchup. Kickoff scheduled for 7 o'clock. Brett, the Kaukauna Ghosts, what can you tell me about them? Yeah,
Ricardo, Kaukauna 1-2 overall, 1-0 in the Fox Valley Association. And the Ghosts coming off a 37-16 victory over Hortonville. That was last Thursday. Fox Valley Association opener at Kaukauna, first win of the season for the Ghosts. Quarterback Ryan Carroll threw for 165 yards and a touchdown on 13 of 21 passing. He also tossed an interception. But Kaukauna really displayed a very potent, balanced rushing attack on its way to finishing, Ricardo, with 260 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns on the ground. Carroll led the way with 95 yards and a score on 9 carries. He averaged 10.6 yards per attempt. Aiden Reardon was next, one of your Elite 11, Ricardo.
Yeah.
82 yards and 2 touchdowns on 12 attempts for a 6.8 average. And don't forget about Muhammad Job. He also had a good game with 78 yards and a TD on just 6 runs for a 13 yards per carry average. Bennett Geithner led the way in receiving, 62 yards and a touchdown on 2 catches. Kavanaugh Weinberg, very talented receiver coming back. He finished with 5 receptions for 39 yards. 6 different players caught passes for the Ghosts in the win. Defensively, Lathan Hurst. He had a big game with 11 tackles, including 8 solo and an interception. Wyatt Romanesco, he finished with 8 tackles and a sack. On the season, Carroll has thrown for 440 yards and a touchdown while completing 53% of his passes. He also has 4 interceptions. Carroll is also the, the team leader in rushing with 173 yards and a TD. He's averaging 6.9 yards per carry. Reardon is next with 162 yards and 3 scores on 45 touches. And Job, he's third with 105 yards and 2 touchdowns on 20 attempts. Weinberg, he's pacing the Kaukauna receivers with 16 catches for 169 yards. Pearson Bauer is next with 78 yards on 7 receptions. And then defensively, Hunter Myers leads the way in tackling with 21.5 stops. That includes 18 solo. He also has 2 sacks. Luke Tetzloff is next with 20.5 tackles, 16 of which are solo. And then Romanesco, he's third, 20.5 stops and 1.5 sacks. Will Clark and Hurst both have an interception.
Will the thrill.
Yeah. As a team, the Ghosts are averaging 146.7 passing yards per game and 148 rushing. And looking at the scoreboard, Kaukauna right now averaging 22 points per game and allowing 25.3. And then a big game coming up for Kaukauna right away next Friday, week 5 already, Ricardo. They're at Fond du Lac. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Not too many breaks, Ricardo, in the Fox Valley Association, especially when you look at how the standings are looking after that first week. Appleton North, Kimberly, Neenah, and Kaukauna all 1-0. Fond du Lac with an 0-1 start in league play, but it was a close loss to Appleton North last week. I want to say that was a 15-8 Lightning win. That sounded like it could have gone the Cardinals' way, but Appleton North, a team we think very highly of, and looking forward to seeing the Lightning a little bit later on in the season with a defense and a good offense now that goes along with that stingy defense. I was talking to some of the guys in the press box before the game. Boy, it's going to be anybody's game as far as playoffs go. You know, some of these teams are going to square off against each other in the playoffs, and they're so evenly matched that you're just going to get some barn burners, I think, when it comes to those top-level teams in the FEA. Doesn't seem to be that one stalwart, right? That one juggernaut this year.
Very true.
Want to thank our season sponsors, guys. We have Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly. Celebrate back to school with savings at Cellcom. Choose from free phones up to $850 with a new line and save even more when you add a connected watch, tablet, or camera. Check out these great deals and more in-store or at cellcom.com. And Piggly Wiggly is proud to support Wisconsin high school athletics. As your local grocery store, they're committed to making a difference in the community, both on and off the field. Shop local, shop the pig.
Shop the pig.
I want to thank good folks here at Neenah. Sean Leash, the athletic director in his first year, doing a fantastic job. Thank you, Sean, for letting us hang out at this great facility. And Jim Strick right next door, John Yoke next door to that. We've known those guys for years. Andy from IT, making sure we're all set up, good to go. So always love coming here to Neenah High School. Like so many other schools, they roll out the red carpet for us.
By the way, Brett, those sponsors that you just talked about, local sponsors.
Yeah.
Just let everyone know that for local high school sports. Did I say local?
Local
sponsors.
Hyper-local.
As in Fox Valley sponsors. Rosie, did you know that? Fox Valley sponsors. Yes, Fox Valley. Not the Milwaukee area, not the central area, Fox Valley.
I'm all about buying local.
Yes, so am I. Thank you. Rosie just said he's all about buying local.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly, both of our sponsors of the Northeast Wisconsin High School Sports Awards show this past spring as well.
Beautiful.
Carter, you're going to keep an eye on our YouTube chat tonight?
I am. I have it right here. People are already getting excited. Hi, Alex. Alex is already watching. Got Brendan Kennedy.
Hey, folks, let everybody know where you can find us, right?
Yeah.
Expecting a nice viewing audience here tonight. We are also on Facebook. Both the Ricardo the Post Crescent, and I put it on the Green Bay Press Gazette Facebook page because I think when it comes to FBA play that there's a lot of interest in the Green Bay market
Absolutely.
as well, and what's going on down here.
Well, seeing that Kaukauna's played both Notre Dame and West De Pere.
Yeah, and Bayport just played Kimberly, so there's some overlap, and I think the folks up there always want to kind of keep an eye on what's going on. Hey, we've already streamed Bayport and Ashwaubenon this year as well up in the Green Bay market, so we were at Ashwaubenon last week for the Ashwaubenon Appleton West game.
Yeah.
So it's been fun to check out all these different teams and schools, but National Anthem coming up first, courtesy of the Neenah Marching Band. Excellent job by the Neenah Marching Band. Guys, I think we'll try to maybe listen to the band at halftime, maybe, right? Instead of us babbling all the time. We've had some folks requesting that of us.
And this is a very good band, Brett. You know, they do a great job with the pregame and the mid or the halftime. So we'd love to showcase the Rockets Marching Band.
Can't believe it's week 4 already.
You're still in shorts. I'm still in shorts. So is Rosie here.
I kept the streak going. I refused. I told you I refused to let Mother Nature get me down last Friday.
Well, it's going to be another seasonably warm, I guess, maybe next week as well.
Yeah.
So at least for another week, Brett.
That's
then
good.
We'll be into what, week 5?
Week 5 next week. Yeah, we'll be barreling through the second third of this regular season schedule. You know the season's progressing, right? Because you get 7 o'clock and that kickoff sun is not as high as it used to be when we started a few weeks ago. Now getting a little bit darker. By the time we're doing playoff games, it'll be pitch black, freezing cold, and I'll be crabby. But thanks to everyone hanging out with us tonight. Our Cellcom Varsity Game of the Week, Week 4 live stream. The Rockets, 2-1 overall, 1-0 in the FBA. Kaukauna, 1-2, and 1-0. And we'll talk about this, Ricardo, as the game goes on, but both teams did load it up in the non-conference slate.
They certainly did. Kaukauna with West De Pere and Notre Dame.
Yep.
Boy, Notre Dame's off to a fast start, huh? That Kingston Allen.
Number 1 in the
I was at
Division
that game. That was a Thursday game. And very, very good running back there for the Tritons. And then obviously Neenah with Arrowhead and Muskego back-to-back to start the season.
Kavanaugh Weinberg, number 1. Number 4, Will Clark. And who else do we have? Number 21, Jamison Stone, all back to receive this opening kick. Kimberly won the toss, but deferring. Will kick south to north. They're going to have a wind, Ricardo, at their backs, and I'm wondering if this one won't sail into the end zone, and we'll start this game with a touchback. We'll see.
We have a couple of 21s there, though, Brett, with Lathan Hurst.
Oh, maybe it's Lathan Hurst.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. Yep.
Kaukauna, a lot of kids on their team.
Lathan Hurst, I'm sure that the junior safety is the one who's back there. Good call, Ricardo.
Well, I just noticed that. I was like, wait a minute, 2 21s.
Yep.
A couple of 15s as well, but, we'll keep track of that as best we can.
There's a kick, and I think that's going to skip into the end zone. It does, and Kaukauna will open. 1st and 10 on its own 20-yard line. Looking at the all-time series, Kaukauna leads 49, 44, and 3. Ricardo, this series dates back to 1915.
That's a long time ago. Is that a long time ago?
Ooh.
My math, that's 110 years ago.
Yeah. Good math. Kaukauna earned a 23-6 win in that first meeting 110 years ago. The Ghosts have won the past 2 matchups and 3 of the last 4. Kaukauna beat Neenah 17-6 in week 4 last season. That's the last time they squared off. Of course, Kaukauna Division 2 come playoff time. Neenah in Division 1.
Of course, Brett wasn't there in 1915. Just letting you guys know that.
You know, but my back feels like it was.
Oh.
So our first look at Kaukauna, we saw Neenah in week 1 against Muskego. And Reardon, boy, nothing there. Number 15 for the Rockets. Connor Stuckel, the junior linebacker, 6'2", 215 pounds. Ricardo just busting his way into the backfield. And Reardon, number 0, the talented senior running back, he had no chance.
None at all. Loss of 1 yard. And by the way, you're talking about Stuckel, 6'2", 215-pound junior linebacker. Brett, he's one of the Football Leadership Council members.
There you go. Well, we were impressed with that Neenah defense against Muskego in week 1.
That's right. Big win for them. They played very, very well.
So Carroll, the quarterback, he's got time. Going to look downfield now. He's on the run. Nothing downfield, and good job by the back end of that Rockets defense, really defending well. Carroll, number 15, the quarterback, just a sophomore, had nowhere to throw. Now Ricardo, Carroll's doing a pretty good job in his first year as a starter, I would say, right? Good numbers.
Yeah, and you know, he had to come in with Schaefer not coming out, the baseball player, not coming out for football, and to concentrate on baseball. So, you know, he won the training camp battle, and they're happy with him, and he's doing a good job so far for the Kaukauna Ghosts.
Well, let's see if the Rockets can get off the field, or maybe Carroll can convert this third down. Here we go. He's looking to his left. Oh, he fakes. Now he's on the run. Nowhere to go again. And he's finally going to loft it. Oh, good awareness. And he got the first down. That's number 88, Ricardo. That's Tyler Schwalbach, 6'2", 185-pound sophomore wideout. What a good job by Carroll just to keep that play alive. That's what you call off-schedule stuff right there.
Yeah, and a nice job by Schwalbach just to be aware and provide himself a nice opening for Carroll to throw to.
Yeah, you're in scramble drill at that point as a wide receiver, right? Whatever's drawn up is tossed out the window, and you're just scrambling, trying to get open for your quarterback. Good job by Schwalbach.
21-yard gain, Brett.
Play fake to Reardon, and that's first look at Kavanaugh Weinberg. We were impressed when we saw him last year. Him and Parker Shue, remember that great tandem of wide receivers for the Ghosts a season ago.
Hey, who was that pass to? Did you see that?
That was Weinberg, number 1, yeah,
okay.
the senior wideout. Right at the 50-yard line, second down. So good job by Carroll, keeping that third down alive. Not bad, Ricardo, for a sophomore, right? That's tough duty coming in the FEA.
It absolutely is. So you're seeing a lot of good things, a lot of good positive things.
Again, kind of flips it, trying to set up that screen to Weinberg, but
nowhere.
Guess who? Number 15 again. That's Stuckel, the junior linebacker, and that's going to be a loss for Kaukauna. Third down coming up.
Yeah, Stuckel's a heck of an athlete and one of their leaders on defense, Brett. You got to really, the future is bright for him, let's say, and maybe a guy that we can consider for the Elite 11 next season, right, Rosie? I mean, Rosie put that together.
Already thinking about next year's Elite 11 when you just got the Elite 11 up this season.
That's right, a couple of weeks ago. Go to postcrescent.com, check it out.
Got your terrific 10 up now, I see. Girls
volleyball. Yep.
Well, Carroll converted on one third down. He's going to try again. Swings it over, and was that batted down? I didn't see who got a hand maybe on that, or if it was just a little wayward pass, but fourth down, and Kaukauna will punt. Tell you what, Ryan Carroll, Ricardo, the sophomore quarterback, as I said, he looked confident back there.
He does.
And why not?
He looks very comfortable.
Yeah, why not? When he's gone through kind of a gauntlet of a schedule that he's had to face.
And you know who's a little bit in the same situation as Van Beek, who played a lot of QB his freshman year.
Yeah, for the injured Evan Van Evenhoven. Two good-looking quarterbacks in this game here tonight. Carroll punts it away, barely got it off. Yeah, and it's going to take a nice ghost bounce off that turf inside the 20. So our first look at Van Beek and the Rockets. As we said, Neenah opening its season, taking on a pair of Classic 8 heavyweights. The Rockets slipped past Muskego in the opener, 14-13. That was back on August 22nd, a game we streamed, and you can watch the replay if you want. Game wasn't decided until the final play when the Warriors missed
and it wasn't controversial.
It wasn't. It was a 25.
If my guy J.R. Radcliffe or any of the Milwaukee guys are listening, I don't know why you would be, but if you are, it wasn't controversial, gentlemen.
It was a
no way.
25-yard field goal attempt that was just wide left, right? Kind of high above that upright. I'll finish that thought here as we look at Ashton Van Beek, the quarterback, and he's going to drop back, fire. Nothing open downfield. He's going to tuck it in. He can run. But that Kaukauna defense bottling up Van Beek, but not bad. Got a few yards to start out this drive. Yeah, and then the following week 2, Neenah fell to Arrowhead 16-13. Arrowhead is the top-ranked team in Division I. Ricardo in this week's FoundWisconsin.com state coaches poll. Muskego ranked 9th. Neenah unranked. We don't agree with that.
Yeah, I'll have to look at the
I didn't see the media poll.
The ESPN poll. Brett, it came over late because there was a little bit of a discrepancy in some of the voting, so I didn't get that over to you. I apologize for that, but I have it on my email. I'll see if I can get that up for you guys.
Sounds good. Second down, Van Beek waiting for the snap. Fakes the handoff, and now he's on the run. Nothing doing. Good job by that ghost front, just plugging it up. That might have been number 44 for Kaukauna. Is that Weston Hamilton, the junior defensive lineman, one of the guys to plug up that hole? So third down coming up.
You know, Brett, so much of defense is just being disciplined. Staying in your gaps, not going one way or the other when you have to, no freelancing.
Well, watch for number 3, Ricardo, Matthias Charles, the junior wideout. I thought he and Van Beek had a nice connection week 1 when we were here for Muskego. So let's see if Van Beek, who's number 7, the quarterback, looks to his favorite target here on third down. Nope, he's going to keep it. Looking for something and gets, did he get it? Where is he? No, he's down. He's not even close.
It's about 3 yards short.
Boy, good pursuit by Kaukauna. 3 and out. Good job by that defense. Kaukauna looks fast.
They do. See if I can dig up some scores as well as I keep track of the comments and things like that. Again, if any of you guys online want to comment on some scores, we'd really appreciate it. You don't have to, but if you can, that'd be great.
Some good games out there. In week 4, big high punt. That's Weinberg, catches it. He's going to give the Ghost good field position. Whoa, big hit. Wow.
Yeah,
Stuckle again. Boy, he's been all over. Special teams now, defense before.
In Weinberg, look, I'm not disparaging Weinberg there, but he was kind of lollygagging to the sidelines. He could have just went out.
Okay, all out sprint and not take that shot.
There was no flag on that, but that was an unnecessary shot that he had to take. Just take it out of bounds if that's what you're deciding.
Well, let's see how the Ghosts fare on their second offensive series. Great field position near midfield already on their 45-yard line. So controlling the field right now are the Ghosts as Ryan Carroll waiting for the snap. That's Reardon looking for something. I'm going to give number 23 a credit there. Troy Kaler, senior outside linebacker, one of the first ones to trip up Reardon. Boy, again, this could be a defensive battle here tonight. That's what it kind of feels like here in the first half of this first quarter. So the Kaukauna looked fast defensively, so does Neenah. Not a lot of running room so far for either team. Second down for the Ghosts. Carroll. Oh, how did Reardon not fumble that ball?
I think
he had it almost on his back. He had it pinned. It was almost slipping behind, but he was able to pin it against his body and get something good out of that run.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe Carey actually wanted to keep the ball. That's how it looked like.
Wow, I still don't know.
Because he looked surprised that he took it from him.
How that didn't fall to the turf, but good strong elbow, I guess you could say, before Reardon was able to secure that, and now it's 3rd and 2. So Carroll waiting for it again. As Reardon, this time good clean handoff, and he's got the first down. Big offensive line doing some work. Chains move, 1st and 10 for the Ghosts in Neenah territory.
Yeah, 3 carries, 14 yards already for Reardon. One of our Elite 11, right, Rosie?
Elite 11 that is from what, Green Bay down to Oshkosh?
It is. Boy, one guy that I know I considered, and he had a big game yesterday, was Bryce Ott, the Oshkosh North quarterback, Brett, 6'7".
Oh, he's that tall. Wow.
Yeah, that basketball player, standout hoopster.
Yeah, they took it to Menasha, didn't they?
They
the
sure
Spartans.
did.
Boy, almost again a tough snap. There's Weinberg making a defender miss. Finally gets out of bounds, but boy, a couple times playing with fire there on a little bit of the snaps and the exchanges. Carroll really looks confident, though. Gets that ball out, very decisive. Clock stops with Weinberg going out of bounds. And again, I mentioned that in the first offensive series, but we really liked Kavanaugh Weinberg last year, especially when he was paired up with Parker Shue. Parker Shue, I believe, at Minnesota Duluth now.
Yeah, when you're talking about Kavanaugh, very good athlete. A lot of great athletes on this Kaukauna football team.
Carroll again, looking. Watch out.
Oh, look out.
Whoa! Still up, finally brought down by a whole bunch of red jerseys there. Maybe number 23 gets a little credit there. Is that Troy Kaler again? Jonah Rittner as well. Boy, just good pursuit, and again, nowhere for Kaler to go either downfield or if he wanted to take off. Swarming Rockets defense now. Kaukauna behind the sticks. 3rd and 13 coming up.
Brett, that was a 6-yard loss, and really good defense by the Rockets. Really put Kaukauna in a tough spot here. I don't think you're in the position, Brett, where this would be a 4 down.
No, I think you play field position
Yes,
if you're
I agree
Kaukauna
with
if you don't come up with
Especially
it.
that your defense is really good.
Now if you get close to the first down marker near the 31-yard line, maybe then Coach Binsfeld will go for it. Let's see what Carroll does. Gonna downfield.
There was some
near side. Is that a miscommunication maybe, or
there was some physical play going on there, by the way. And that was number 7,
Pearson Bauer,
and number 32 for Neenah, Owen Fox. Brett, they were kind of going at it.
Good. Let him a little hand jockeying, right? Nothing wrong with that. So 4th down, and Ghosts will punt. That Cooper Seek, number 4, back to receive this punt.
But good if you're Kaukauna, good that you moved it a little bit. Now you're putting Neenah in a tough spot if they're not able to advance this punt. But hey, look at this.
Yeah, Seek's got a little running room and past the 25, about 26, 27-yard line.
We're going to put it at the 28.
Gotta say hello. Don't know if he's watching tonight. Grant Dean, the former Neenah standout.
We love him.
He was our defensive player of the year at the Sports Awards show.
Yeah.
Badgers, he's with the University of Wisconsin football team. They got a big game tomorrow, I think 11 o'clock kickoff down at the University of Alabama. They're in Tuscaloosa tonight.
Well, hopefully
all ready for the big game tomorrow.
UW comes out as a good showing. That's not the same Alabama team.
No.
That we've seen in previous years under Saban, Brad. They're very vulnerable, but we'll see what happens. First down, 10 at the 29, they're calling it for the Rockets here, second possession.
Van Beek waiting. And he's just going to tuck it in and keep it again. Let that offensive line do some work. Good run by Van Beek. Near the first down. I think he got the first down.
He did. They're marking it, I
right
believe,
at the 40.
40. Yeah, 11-yard gain.
Boy, strong run by Ashton Van Beek. Just a junior, 6'2", 205 pounds. We said that in week 1 when we were here. You look at him now. You can tell he's growing up a little bit, right? He's filling out. Strong kid.
Talked to him before the season, Brett, during the first day of camp, and a very confident guy. And he feels like he can step up and be that playmaker that Neenah needs.
Again, keeping it is Van Beek. Finding some room with that offensive line, doing some work. Under 3 minutes to play in this quick-moving first quarter. Neenah, a playoff participant in every season now since 2014. Every fall season, Ricardo.
They've done a great job under Coach Young building this very methodically into a power. You know,
Yeah.
it didn't happen overnight.
Nope.
They really took their time. They did it right.
Absolutely.
And now look at them. They're reaping the reward of that.
Both of these coaches.
Yes, you're right. Binsfeld.
Yeah,
with Kaukauna.
We'll talk about that as well. Van Beek fakes it, trying to. Oh, good tackle though.
Great tackle. That's number 9, Brett. Jack
Hawk.
Hawk. Woo.
Yeah. Sounds like a linebacker, senior linebacker, 5'9", 178 pounds. Yeah, Matt Binsfeld. We'll talk about both of these now long-time coaches at their respective schools, Steve Young and now Matt Binsfeld, but they took up over programs that were struggling, and it's tough to rebuild in the Fox Valley Association, but these are now 2 premier programs to go along with an Appleton North and a Kimberly, and Fond du Lac has had obviously some pretty good success by and large in a number of years as well. Van Beek's going to fire it to his guy. Oh,
went right through his hands.
Yeah. Wonder if he was trying to make that move. He ran a good route past the first down marker, but maybe just kind of took off before he would watch that ball into his hands. So 4th down, I imagine Neenah's going to punt it away and play field position here.
I think Charles is a little upset with himself there, Brett. Putting his hands on his helmet. You know, he knew that was a big catch that he let go through his hands.
He knows he makes that play 99 out of 100 times, right? I mean,
it's tough. They're human. These are just, remember, folks, these are just 16, 17-year-old kids.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be giving them any problems, Brad. You go down there and try to do that.
I'm not saying anything.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah, you want to see me try to.
Oh, boy.
Watch out.
Oh, he got it off.
Somehow, let's see if it takes. What kind of a turf bounce is it going to take? Not too bad.
A little bit, not too bad.
So, crisis averted there. 32-yard line where the Ghosts will take over. 1:21 to play in the scoreless first quarter as we look at our Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly scoreboard.
But Brett, only not counting punts, only 8 offensive plays for the Rockets so far this quarter.
Well, we kind of knew. I mean, you did an article on all 3 of the conference tri-champs from a year ago, right? Kimberly,
yes.
Neenah, and Kaukauna all transitioning and all playing good football here right now as we go into week 4.
Brett, Kimberly leads Fond du Lac 7-0.
That's a big game.
It is.
Is that at Papermaker Stadium, I believe? I think that is.
I think it is as well. Fondy had the tough loss in Appleton North last week. Oh!
That's a nice throw. That's number 16, Quentin Gussman, a junior wide receiver, 6'2", 180 pounds. Boy, Carroll gets that ball quick, doesn't he?
You like to see that.
Try to establish some sort of a rhythm in that passing game.
People were looking for Little Shoot Freedom Score as well, so if you have that, that's a big game, right, Brett?
Battle, the county end game.
We're looking for that.
Winner gets the county end sign, a trophy game. There's Carroll. He's going to
There's
this nothing doing there. Nothing doing. That's great defense by the Rockets.
Let's see if I can go on to the our fellow folks over there at the Post Crescent. They have any updated scores as well? They're usually pretty much on the ball with that.
You must have somebody at that Little Shoot Freedom game. That's a big Northeastern Conference game.
I'm not sure of. Here, let me give you some stuff here, Brett. There's some updates here.
Little FVA flavor in that one. Remember Mark Kromenacher, now the new Little Shoot coach. He spent, how many years was he at Appleton East?
Oh, good number of years, at least 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So Fond du Lac's, that's all tied up now, 7-7.
It is.
Appleton East leading Hortonville 7-0, and then I think those Fox Valley Lutheran leading Wapaka 7-0.
Okay. Oh!
That's Stuckle
It
again.
is again. Just leveling. Was that Carroll with the ball?
Yes.
If you're Matt Binsfeld, last thing you want to see is your quarterback take a shot like that. What a game so far. For number 15, Connor Stuckle. That's how the first quarter comes to an end. Wow.
Wow, please, Connor, don't hurt him. My goodness.
Scoreless first quarter as we transition to the second as we look at our Cellcom Piggly Wiggly scoreboard. You can see the scoreboard across from us. Great tackle is what it said.
Yeah.
It's more of a thumping tackle.
I think he was a missile coming up there and laying the thunder.
Here, Rosie's got a camera on that. There's a good look at the FVA standings as well.
Yeah, thank you, Rosie. Rosie's always on the ball. That's why you're our guy, Rosie.
That's on the video.
I don't care what Brett says about you, Rosie. You're a good guy.
That's a video display across the field. That's what the scoreboard is right across it at the 50-yard line because there are no stands on the other side.
That's true.
Everything's on this side. And the stands on this side. Have you ever been in the brand new Neenah High School? It's a very imposing school, number one, beautiful. But the stands, I don't know what, 3,500 or so they can hold.
Mm-hmm.
Very much set up like Titan Stadium down in Oshkosh. Stands on one side.
We love Titan Stadium.
Yeah, huge seating section. So, looks like Kaukauna will open the second quarter to punt. Now look at it, 4th and 1. 4th and 1, Ricardo.
Yeah, they're not pulling a Ben Johnson or who's the coach at Detroit? Why am I?
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell, that's who I'm talking about.
Well, I was going to say, maybe they might think about going for it. Nope. They're going to move beautiful. High punt. Fair catch is the call.
Didn't the Packers do that? I did not see much of that game, but didn't they do that? Go for it on 4th down, or am I thinking of something else?
Against Detroit in week 1?
Or week 1, or week against Commanders. They didn't.
I don't remember that last night, no.
All right, never mind.
Speaking of defense, how about that Packers defense so far?
Yeah, look good.
I can't wait to see how week 4 is going to look when Green Bay goes to Dallas, and I think Micah Parsons is going to have a little chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, he's gonna. I wouldn't be surprised if he put up some like 3, 4, 5 sack kind of game.
That's what I'm thinking too, and he's gonna.
And he's very fast on the turf, as we know.
Well, last night when they were doing the post game with was that the NFL Network and or Prime?
Yes.
The fans that were hanging around were chanting "Thank you, Jerry" as Micah Parsons was being interviewed. All right, Van Beek again. Thought maybe he'd try to bounce it outside. Good tackle, though, by number 3, just flying in. That's Dylan Lotzer, the senior corner. Dylan Lotzer. Lotzer was in there. A lot of Van Beek here to start this game for the Rockets, Ricardo.
Yes. But, he knew that, though, coming in. He knew the offense was kind of going to go through him. 7 carries, 29 yards is what I have for him. Unofficially, 2nd down and 7 from the 25 for the Rockets.
He's going to fire. Somehow caught it near off the turf. It's number 11, Luke Johnson, the senior wide receiver. So good hands by Johnson to secure before it bounced off the turf.
Yeah, 9-yard gain on that. First completion for Van Beek on the night. And offense has been kind of hard to come by here in this game, defensive battle between these two of the tri-champs from last season, along with Kimberly. Defending tri-champs.
Van Beek again. This time, he's a handoff. Number 29, that's Brock Haney. Senior running back. First touch.
4-yard gain for Haney. 2nd and 6. I think Neenah can live in this kind of world, Brett. 4-yard gain here, 3-yard gain there, short third down situation. That's something they don't mind being in, that kind of situation.
Yeah,
2nd and 6 from the 38. Yep.
Good 4-yard run on first down. Makes 2nd and 3rd more manageable here for Van Beek, and there's Haney again. Oh, that Kaukauna defense just flying through those gaps, Ricardo. Flying through those gaps. There's just nowhere for Haney to go on that run.
Yeah, only picked up 1 yard on that. Good defense by Kaukauna. 3rd down and 5 at the 39.
Kaukauna, a playoff participant in every season since 2018. Remember, the Ghosts advanced to the D2 state finals in 2022 and 2023. Also the state quarterfinals last year. Two top-notch programs going at it here in week 4. Let's see if the Rockets can convert on this third down as Van Beek now drops back, looking downfield to Charles. Can't get it. And he's mad. Charles again. He's he comes up with those way more times than not, Ricardo.
He's got to be disappointed. That's a pair of 3rd down conversions he would have had. Trying to get him to keep his head up. But
yeah, you can see the coach there you can see Charles is ticked, but the coach kind of calm him down a little bit on the sideline.
The pass was just a tad behind him, but still something he should have caught.
Yeah, and he knows that too. He's too good. And if you're Van Beek in the offense, you keep going to him, get him into that rhythm. But 4th down, so Rockets will punt it away. Weinberg back. Ooh, beautiful. Look at that spiral. Wow is right.
That's going to go inside the 10. Up, kind of stops though right before.
Right at the 11. What a punt. That was Hunter Weinke, the senior.
50-yard punt, Brett.
He's part of that football leadership council as well. Wow. That flips field position. Beautiful spiral. Oh, if I could just do that. I can't. I can barely bend my leg.
Can't bend your back either, my friend.
The back's getting a little bit better,
Okay.
slowly but surely, but doing a little kind of working out the old hammies, and hammies are a little tender today, Ricardo.
Brett, interesting score I think you're interested in, and everyone is. Luxembourg Casco 7, Wrightstown nothing.
That's a battle of unbeatens there in the Northeastern
Yes.
Conference. Spartans off to a great start. Wrightstown, no surprise. Carroll going to swing it over. Ooh, low pass to
Incomplete.
Weinberg, second down. That's a good league, that Northeastern, for what divisions, really 3, 4, and 5. They're all
Yes.
represented. That's one of the top leagues in the state. Of course, the FBA as well.
Wrightstown made it to D5 state last year, right? Yeah.
Luxembourg Casco wasn't too long ago. They were in
No.
Madison too,
Yes,
right?
they were.
Freedom's made deep runs. Little Shoots made deep runs in recent years as well. That's a good league, very good league.
Well, Two Rivers came over, and they've made it some pretty far.
Yeah, that's right.
Into the semifinals, things like that as well.
Sheboygan Falls, I think, is in that league now. So, whoa, bad snap. Carroll's going to have to fall on it. Whoa, who's going to get it? I think the
Neenah
Rockets got it. That's a touchdown.
Brett, who has it? Can you tell? Oh, right there. 20. Oh,
Can't see who got it, but it was a bad snap. Carroll had to retreat, bouncing off that turf, and the Rockets fall on it.
I think it's 13, Brett.
13.
Nate Cramp, the returning all-conference player.
Wow. And Neenah strikes first on the bad snap that Carroll tried to pick it up, Ricardo, at that.
Hey, that's number 4. That's
Yeah.
Cooper Seek.
2-point conversion now on top of that. Seek. And as we look at our Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly scoreboard after the 2-point conversion, Neenah up 8-zip over Kaukauna. Fumble recovery in the end zone by number 13, Nate Cramp on the bad snap. Cooper Seek with the 2-point run.
Update my Twitter. You can follow me at Ricardo DeLeon, DELIAN. Brett's at PC Brettsy. Rosie's at Metal Rosie.
So again, trying to pick up that it's always tough, right? When you're frantic, you're going to have a rush back as that ball is bouncing. Hindsight being 20/20, maybe just trying to fall on that and take the safety instead. But
Yep.
he was trying to make a play, Carroll, and the ball just couldn't secure it. Nate Cramp, Johnny on the spot, picks it up. I shouldn't say picks it up, just falls on it, and that's a touchdown for the Rockets. Well, let's see how Kaukauna responds. I mentioned Kaukauna being a state semifinalist and state quarterfinals in each of the past 3 seasons. The Rockets, they've made some runs as well. State quarterfinals the past 2 seasons? Prior to this current run, the Rockets' last trip to the state quarters was back in 2004. That's when they advanced as far as the state semifinals. A lot of playoff success for these 2 programs as well. There's the kick. And a pretty good run here, yeah.
Takes it right out to the 38 or 39, Brett.
That was number 21, Lathan Hurst, with a good burst there on that kickoff, and good field position for the Ghosts now to respond off that turnover and touchdown.
So we'll see the Ghosts. Now, they've been able to move the ball at times, but not really anything consistent. So we'll see how they can maybe shake off that unfortunate fumble, Brett, and maybe try to get some points on this drive.
Well, Carroll going to keep it. And again, just bottled up. Good job again by that Neenah defense, showing fast, physical, plugging up those gaps, those running lanes. Not much other than a yard for the quarterback, Ryan Carroll.
So the Ghosts come out for receiver set. Run game has been pretty tough to get yards so far, so carry right away.
Weinberg with the catch along that far sideline in front of the Kaukauna bench. You know, Ricardo, I'm watching Matt Binsfeld across the way.
Yeah.
Old school, doesn't even have a headset on.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he coached at Wrightstown for a number of years, too, with Steve Klister. Klister doesn't, he's not a headset guy.
Oh, absolutely not.
Bob Hyland now, the retired St. Mary's Springs, he never wore the headset.
Got the assistants to do that for him.
Yeah. So there you go, big third down for the Ghosts. Looking to respond to that Neenah turnover and touchdown. Let's see what Carroll can do as he looks to his left. Fires and nope, he dropped it, I think.
Oh, I think he did.
Yeah, that's incomplete.
Yeah.
Yeah, went through. I had him on the binoculars. That's number 88, Tyler Schwalbach, the sophomore wide receiver. Just didn't secure it. Didn't make the catch. I know the Rockets thinking maybe they could have come up with another fumble, but just didn't have possession. So fourth down, Kaukauna will have to punt. That Neenah defense holds again.
So you get some more of those scores that we're looking for.
See on the chat, Ricardo, I think they're talking about Connor Stuckle. That looked like the way one of Steve's kids would have made the tackle, talking about Coach Young, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Looked like, high punt. Watch out. Get away from that if you're the Rockets. And it's going to skip out of bounds at about the 32, 33-yard line. If I'm the Neenah coaching staff right now, first play, I'm going Matthias Charles. I'm going to him right now.
Get his confidence back up.
Just get him going. Get those hands going again. First play is going to be to number 3.
You see some of these scores here. Still 14-14 between Kimberly and Fond du Lac. I don't see any other area scores that would be interesting. I guess Marinette leading Southern Door 14-0. But I'm not trying to find maybe an update on the Freedom and Little Chute score, though. Nothing on that, Brett.
Yeah, 3-0 Little Chute, 2-1, or 3-0 Freedom, I should say, 2-1 Little Chute. Nope, Ashton Van Beek. He's going to bounce it. Oh, still on his feet. Got near the first down. I think he has it. Good run for Van Beek. Going to that right side off the right tackle. Yeah, looking tonight's schedule, besides this game in the FVA, you mentioned Fond du Lac, Kimberly tied at 14 apiece. East at Appleton East at Hortonville. Oshkosh West at Appleton North.
Usually Appleton North's pretty good at updating their social media, so I can see if I can track down that score as well. Lightning doing their thing, Brett. They had the one loss to Kenosha Bradford, but they've been playing pretty well this season.
Yeah, we have the Lightning twice in the last 3 weeks of the season on the live stream schedule. Van Beek now looking downfield. He's just going to run instead. Takes on a couple of defenders. And a good, 4 or 5 yard run. Well, check that. Maybe 1, 2, 3 yard run for Van Beek. Boy,
but it would have been a lot worse. He has made something out of nothing there. 9 carries, 43 yards a half for Van Beek.
Took a couple hits, but Van Beek, a tough kid here as we're nearing the midway point of this second quarter. Good defensive battle between these two top-notch programs here in the FVA.
Van Beek played receiver last year, Brett. Also had some quarterback starts as well his freshman year. So he's a veteran, if you can be at the high school level.
That's going to be Haney. Well, yeah, Ricardo. I've got some of those stats and what he did 2 seasons ago as a freshman. Remember, Evan Van Evenhoven, kind of an injury-plagued year that year for Evan. And Van Beek played well, very well for a freshman. Threw for 956 yards and 6 touchdowns, completed 52% of his passes, led the Rockets to a number of victories. That's for a freshman who was playing 8th grade football the season before.
Right.
You come in the Fox Valley Association, one of the premier leagues in the state, put up that kind of put up those types of numbers. That's really impressive. Ooh, low snap. Van Beek. That was a tough one there. That was a tough catch. Little off target there. So 4th down, and Neenah's going to have to punt it away. Yeah, and then last year, Van Beek, 19 catches, 466 yards, and 2 scores. He comes into tonight as a passer with just over 1,300 yards and 11 TDs. And those 19 catches for 466 yards and 2 scores made him last year one of the Rockets' top receivers. Very good athlete. So field position should favor the Rockets here after this punt. Weinberg not going to even attempt to try to grab that as it bounces inside the 15 down to about the 13 or 12-yard line. So a long field again for Kaukauna. Trying to take on or figure out that Neenah defense so far, Ricardo.
Nice punt for the Rockets. Again, they're going to have to, they have a long way to go there for Kaukauna, that offense. First down and 10 at the 12.
Eight nothing as we look at our Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly scoreboard. See what the Ghosts can do here. Trailing by 8 is Ryan Carroll, the quarterback, waits for it. Hand off to Reardon. Just not much. Just not much there. Neenah winning at the line of scrimmage, Ricardo, right now when it comes to the defensive side of things, for sure.
Yeah, maybe a slight gain there for Ricardo. We'll call it 1. Second down and 9 at the 13. Oh, they're calling it no gain. All right, I lied. Second down and 10. Four carries, 14 yards I have for Reardon so far.
I feel like Kaukauna is going to do something. They're going to have to do it through the air, right? They're going to have a big hit. Carroll and Weinberg. Let's see. Carroll going to swing it over to. Whoa, nice throw there. Little slant. That's number 7, Pearson Bauer, the senior wide receiver.
Yeah, Brett, one-on-one situation. Good call. He went right for that first read. Nice pass, nice catch, and they got a first down. Right up, at the 28?
Ryan Carroll, Ricardo, he throws a nice ball.
He
nice
does.
Tight spiral, good fastball there. And again, a very confident-looking quarterback. If you're Matt Binsfeld, you got to be happy with knowing that you're going to have this kid for 2 more years on top of what he's gaining this season. And you know they have high aspirations for this year.
57 yards I have passing for him on 7 of 12 attempts. 4 receivers, 3 near side for the Ghosts on this play.
Nothing there. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think he wanted to do something with that, Brett. It got blown up, though.
I don't know if he wanted to spike it, but that was a short-range fastball for Aiden Reardon. He said, here, try to catch this. And Reardon probably wisely not securing that because I don't think that tackle would have felt too good. So second down, clock stops, 3:44 to play. Again, let's see if the Ghosts can get some things going through the air, maybe to loosen up that Neenah defense. And Carroll again looking to his right, going to loft one downfield, and just a little too far. He had his receiver though. Bauer got behind the defense on that far sideline, just a little too far in front of Bauer, but something to keep in your back pocket, Ricardo, if you're Matt Binsfeld and that Kaukauna coaching staff.
They had something there. So now 3rd and long for Kaukauna. 8-0 lead for Neenah. As Carroll now.
Oh,
He'll
deep
go
downfield.
Deep. Charles is right there.
Yeah, good coverage there. That was one-on-one, right? 2 guys going at it. Matthias Charles, number 3 for the Rockets. Number 88 was that. Tyler Schwalbach for the Ghosts. And just a tough play overall, or a tough catch to make, and really sticky coverage there. So 4th down now, and the Rockets have a chance, Ricardo, to double up, right? They start the second half with the football up 8-0 and a chance maybe to put some points on the scoreboard here before the first half comes to a close. Let's see what Cooper Seek can do with his punt.
Oh.
Whoa.
Almost blocked.
Yeah. Seek, he's going to have a little bit of a running start, trying to get around in front of his bench and near midfield. So great field position for the Rockets. Now they have to try to figure out a Kaukauna defense that's doing the same thing, right? Winning at the line of scrimmage.
So a couple of scores here, Brett, if I may. Appleton North 14, Oshkosh West 6. That is in the second quarter.
A close game.
Here's a game that's not close. Winnicott 35, Sheboygan Falls 0. That's still in the first quarter. Oh, boy.
That would be running clock.
Yeah, Winnicott, they're good. Fox Valley Lutheran up now 21-3 in the second quarter over Wapaka.
Yeah, the Foxes, watch out.
Fun team. We had their girls volleyball team on the varsity roundtable this past Wednesday. Some good kids.
Might have to get the Foxes or the Wolves, a little varsity roundtable or Clubhouse Live Love or something at some point. Those two teams playing week 8 for what could be the Bay Conference Championship. Good run there for number 11, Luke Johnson, the senior wideout. Second down and what was good 7-yard gain. Ball now in Kaukauna territory. Both teams with 3 timeouts to use. We hit that 3-minute mark.
Hey, who ran that one? I missed it.
That was number 11, Luke Johnson.
It was Luke Johnson. Okay.
Member of one of the many guys on the Football Leadership Council for Steve Young's Rockets.
It's always nice when it's a second down and short. You do so many things from that situation.
Van Beek, he's
stumbled forward, I guess.
Yeah, number 23, that's Julian Becker, the senior defensive end, though, met the quarterback, and maybe a yard here. Still time. Steve Young not in a major rush. Got those 3 timeouts to use. Third and 1 to go.
Do they do the tush push in high school?
I don't know. Can you do that?
I have no idea. That's a great question. Oh, where's my boy Ken, the official? I should be getting him to come on our.
Is he still
broadcast.
Officiating?
No, but he's still paying attention. Does that make sense?
Right.
I've told him, man, he should get back in. They need him.
Van Beek, he's got a
little bit of a rail there.
Yeah, and that stops the clock to reset the chain. I thought he was getting back in the officiating.
I was talking to him about it, but wasn't the case. So 4-yard gain on that for Van Beek.
Imagine now the urgency will quicken for the Rockets. They swing. There's Charles working off a screen near sideline, near the 30. See how quickly they want to get to the line, or does Steve Young want to take a timeout here? Clock still running. Ball will be marked at the 32-yard line. Let's see how quickly the Rockets get back to the line and snap this ball. Van Beek already has his guys ready to go. There's a snap, handoff to, is that Seek looking for a first down? Going to be short, Ricardo, I think, by about a half yard maybe. Clock running. The Rockets now need to get this first down. This is 4-down territory without a doubt. Let's see what Van Beek, I'm guessing he's just going to keep it, try to dive for that first down. And he's looking for, he bounces outside.
Oh, boy.
And some more running room.
Got it.
He's at the 20. He's going to go near the end zone. Almost scores.
Down to the 6, Brett.
Yeah, and now with 52.8 seconds to go and 3 timeouts, this whole playbook is wide open. Ball at the 5-yard line.
12 carries, 73 yards is what I have for Van Beek, Brett, on the ground.
They'll mark it at the 6. I thought he was in like you, Ricardo. Didn't see who made the tackle, the touchdown saving tackle.
Was that number 4, Will Clark? Well, whoever it was, Brett, took a great angle and prevented that touchdown. I thought he was gone.
Good job on that left side by the Rockets to really just seal that off and give Van Beek some good running room.
It was also a great fake by Van Beek, Brett. I think it suckered all the defense of the front 7 right into the middle of the field. Middle of the play, I should say.
Personal foul.
Face mask, I thought.
Face mask.
Yeah.
Oh, so a face mask on top of that against the Ghosts. So you move the ball, from the 6 to the 3? First and goal at the 3 with 3 timeouts to use for the Rockets, trying to build on this 8-0 lead. What's your call here? And I think Kaukauna wants to talk things over. The Ghosts will burn a timeout. Gives me a chance to promote the fact that we don't have a game set for next week yet, week 5. Some options out there, but we'll kind of see how it all plays out tonight. But I'll announce what that matchup will be on my Twitter account at PCBrettC, so please give me a follow. Live coverage of it always will kick off at around 6:45 p.m. And you can always access our previous Game of the Week live streams on our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. Not sure what we'll do next week, guys. I purposely left a few dates open on the live stream schedule this year. I don't like to be all locked in on 9 weeks because things can change. So I like to have some flexibility, like I do with basketball. Basketball, I just kind of keep that as it goes type, especially with so many games.
I wonder if Winnicott is playing at anywhere significant. That would be something to think about.
Yeah, see where the Wolves will be. It would have to probably be a road game.
Or FEL,
Have to be a road game.
Yes, it would be. All right, what's going on here? They got a little I formation going on.
Yeah, a little old school football. You got to look at fullback there, Ricardo. That's going to be Seek trying to get in, and good job by the Ghosts. I think there's no gain, and does Steve Young want to burn a timeout? Clock running. I would think Steve Young he's going down, and he's going to take a timeout right about now. Both teams with timeouts burned here. Don't forget, you can sign up for a digital subscription to the Post-Crescent, the Green Bay Press Gazette. Digital subscription costs $1 for the first month or $89 for the year, and that gets you full unlimited access on your desktop, tablet, and mobile devices every day. Exclusive subscriber newsletters and the e-edition, which is a digital replica of the print edition. Find more information on any of our websites.
Yeah, Kimberly's now up 21-14 over Fond du Lac. That's a great game going on.
Back and forth.
Yeah. So ball's at the 3. Second down and 3, 26.6 seconds left.
Second and goal. Plenty of time. 2 timeouts still for the Rockets to use. And again, an I formation, Ricardo.
It's great seeing it. I love it. It's one of my favorite formations.
Oh, look at this.
Pop
a little
pass.
Pop pass. Got it. That's the number 83. That's Cole Schaefer, the senior tight end, Ricardo. 6'5", using all 6'5" of that frame to secure that touchdown pass.
That was one of our favorite plays to run when I was back in high school, Brett, running the wing T, the old pop pass.
Good play design, Ricardo. Good time to call that. Kick is good. That's number 17, Harry Gurdon. Henry Gurdon, the junior. And with the PAT, we look at our Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly scoreboard. Rockets up 15-zip with just 23.4 seconds to play in this first half.
You said that was Cole Schaefer, right?
Correct. Kind of reminds me of, remember the 2-point conversion pass that we saw in the state semifinals between Kimberly and Fond du Lac back, was that Mitch Bartle? And
yes.
He caught that. It sent the Rockets, or the Papermakers, can't confuse the two
they
schools
beat
around
Fond du
here.
Lac.
Yeah, down at Titan Stadium for the state semifinal. In overtime, Kimberly going for 2 and the win. And who was the quarterback back then? Starkle?
Might have been Cody Starkle,
yeah. To Mitch Bartle, and then the Rockets the Papermakers got to Madison one more time. That was a classic between Kimberly and Fond du Lac. I don't remember what year that was. Good to see the Brew Crew up 4-zip over the Cardinals, Ricardo. Your Cardinals.
Oh, my Redbirds! They're having a bad year.
Well,
they were talking about how the attendance was under 20,000 for a couple games.
They need to have
that's not normal.
No, not in a baseball town like that.
They are struggling. Brewers are Well, they're exactly what the Brewers need after that little bit of a
that
Rangers
series.
sweep. Yeah,
that was a frustrating series. If anybody watched that, boy, especially the second game, there's so many squared up, barreled balls that were going right to Rangers guys, defenders. You know, you watch and you think, oh, that's got to be a base hit right at somebody, or. So if the Brewers can hold on, that'd be a big win. Win number 90 for the Brew Crew potentially. Brewers have played a tough schedule here down the stretch.
they absolutely have. Rangers, you know,
Yeah, they're fighting for the playoffs.
I know. I was just gonna say, you know, that's no slouch. You're
No.
playing there.
And Bruce Bochy's the manager. He's a Hall of Fame manager. So that was a very good team, very good club. Well, Carroll now. Let's see what he can do. Goes down 15 zip. Carroll gonna swing it over the
Got him.
middle. Ooh, low pass. Is that a catch?
Yeah, at the 41.
Number 7, Pearson Bauer. Again, the Ghosts with 2 timeouts to use. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Carroll snaps it again. Good job getting his guys to the line.
Hey, that was a good play. Number 55, Brett. That was Tyler Resch. He kind of blew up that little bit of that screen pass just by getting in the way with his big body.
Yeah, trying to set it up for the running back there, right? Aiden Reardon. Again, we said one of Ricardo's elite 11 football players this year. 2nd and 10 with just 10.8 seconds to go. Stick here at halftime, folks. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to actually let the Neenah Marching Band do its thing as well, but Clubhouse Live, RC Roundtable, the 920 Sports Podcast, Game of the Week, Elite 11, Terrific 10. A million things going on again this fall with the Post-Crescent. Oh, boy, is right. Watch out. Get on it. Somehow Carroll was able to scoop it up. And I think that is how this first half. No, 1.1 seconds to go. Did the Rockets take a timeout? Near turnover, some trouble either with the exchange, that one player, some snaps now. They'll wind up the clock, and that's how the first half comes to a close. Wow.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Almost a huge turnover, but averted by the Ghosts.
Boy, that Neenah defense, though, huh, Brett? Really doing the job.
I guess. Well, we'll talk about that. Of course, as I said, it's halftime here at Rocket Stadium. And a quick look at our Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly scoreboard shows the Rockets leading the Ghosts 15-0. Shutout so far for the first 24 minutes. We'll talk more about tonight's game and what we have coming up digitally, and it's a lot of stuff going on at USA Today Network Wisconsin. We'll talk about all of that right after this short break.
From the moment we get up, technology is at work in our world. That's why Cellcom built a network to support big moments and small victories. It's technology with a heartbeat.
I do it right, I'm powered up, I feel alive. I do it right, I'm hot as heat, my starter fire like sugar, 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 nothing sweeter than me. I spice it up, I'm having fun, I'm feeling free. Here I come, ba-da-ba-da-bum. It feels so good to be me. I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar.
Welcome back to Rocket Stadium. And again, as we look at our Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly scoreboard, shows the Rockets leading the Ghosts 15-0. We'll talk more about tonight's game here in a moment, but for now, how about we give it up to the Neenah Marching Band and let them do their thing?
Do a little Phantom of the Opera, Brett.
Yeah. I'm good for now. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Once again, just checking out the Neenah High School Marching Band here at halftime of this Week 4 matchup. Rockets up 15-0. over the Ghosts as we look at our Cellcom Piggly Wiggly scoreboard. Guys, we'll let you kind of scarf your halftime snacks
Well,
here.
I was just going to rattle off some scores
Go ahead.
here quick. Just for those listening right now. So Winneconne's up over Sheboygan Falls 42-0.
Wow.
Appleton North 21-6 over Oshkosh West. Brett, Fox Valley Lutheran really hammering Wapaka 35-3. That's in the second quarter. Kimberly up over Fond du Lac by 2 touchdowns, Brett, 28-14. And Appleton East at the half, it's leading Hortonville 7-6. I still have not seen the Freedom.
I have.
Oh, you have it. You're the man, Brett.
It's on our chat, and you'll be surprised to hear, according to
Ooh.
LCK Dog, Little Shoot up 17-0
Wow.
over Freedom at the half.
I'm not surprised at that because Little Shoot really played well against Winneconne, Brett.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for some stupidly incredible plays, if it wasn't just for some incredible plays from Brody Schaefer, they might have beaten Winneconne.
Yeah, I think Little Shoot, although they are missing one of their top dogs in Cooper Afa, I think he's out. If not for the season, then a good chunk of the season. So, but good to see some of those scores. And again, is that going to be it for the marching band? We'll see one more time if they have another song or two here at halftime. That's right. Big applause, guys, to the Neenah High School Marching Band
Very
doing some
impressive.
Phantom of the Opera stuff.
That's not, let me tell you, as a former band member, that's not easy
No, it isn't.
to do in a marching format.
I should say, my wife and I, was it early last year, we're down in Oshkosh at the Grand, saw the four Phantoms, it was called. 4 guys who played the Phantom of the Opera, or the Phantom in the Phantom of the Opera. Just outstanding show. First time I'd ever been in the Grand either, or two. That was really cool theater and historic, and it was just, the guys were just incredible singers. So well done by the Neenah High School Marching Band. And again, back here at halftime at Rocket Stadium, we look at our Cellcom Piggly Wiggly scoreboard, Rockets up 15-0 over the Ghosts. Again, celebrate back to school with savings at Cellcom. Choose from free phones up to $850 with a new line, and save even more when you add a connected watch, tablet, or camera. Check out these great deals and more in store at Cellcom.com. And Piggly Wiggly is proud to support Wisconsin high school athletics. As your local grocery store, they're committed to making a difference in the community, both on and off the field. Shop local, Ricardo.
Shop the pig.
There you go. So
I love that.
we got a lot to talk about. I guess some quick first half impressions. Defense for the Rockets right now.
Yeah, and that's not to take anything away from Kaukauna. Their defense has played fairly well. But right now, the big mistake, that looms large, right? The fumble into the end zone that was recovered by Cramps. And then a nice drive by Neenah. Brett, you feel like a 2-score advantage right now? That's going to be tough to overcome for the Ghosts.
As well as Neenah's defense is playing. But you said Neenah's offense, while getting some stuff done, tough yards. And the Ghosts maybe can turn the tables. Maybe they get a turnover and try to flip this game around and sort of follow that same script that we saw from the Rockets offense. But should be a fun second half. Some stuff coming up. Clubhouse Live, Varsity Roundtable, and Terrific 10, Elite 11. What do you want to start with?
Let's start with just the Terrific 10 that was just debuted. That's a senior girls volleyball showcase. All the top players from Green Bay down to Oshkosh and as well as Appleton. Please check that out. That just debuted yesterday. It's on postcrescent.com, greenbaypressgazette.com, the Northwestern as well. So please check that out. Because if you're looking at the Terrific 10, Brett, you might as well look at the Elite 11, which will be somewhere nearby as well. That's our top collection of senior football talent. So please check that out. Put together, by the way, Jim Rosandick puts those videos together. I help out with the bios, and then Dan Powers with the photos, the still photos of the athletes. And then Mike Sherry, he does all the editing. So it's a collaborative effort. And, Brett, if I may, so the Varsity Roundtable this past week, we had Fox Valley Lutheran. Want to talk about that quick? Only online high school sports talk show in the state. Every Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Talk show format. Kids come on. We have a great time. It goes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. It's a destination point for these teams, Brett. I've already contacted. I think I put out a little bit of a list of who we're going to have on in the next month or so. Destination point. Kids love being in there. The coaches love showcasing the kids. And we can't help but enjoy getting to know some of these student athletes, Brett, on and off the court, field, or whatever you may have.
Absolutely. A lot of good stuff. Again, not sure about next week's Cellcom Varsity Game of the Week live stream. We've got some options. Maybe the Mustangs hold on. I think Little Chute hosts Denmark. That could be an Appleton-Green Bay combo. We could have checked out those Mustangs potentially. We'll see how it all goes.
Oh, Mustangs look good today. Wow.
Yeah. There's also some FEA. There's also an interesting game at Schwabenon at Bayport in the FRCC North. It could be an all-Green Bay team. So we'll talk about it as a staff, see what we want to do. Clubhouse Live, we're off and running our 17th season. That's our Green Bay Packers show. It takes place at the Fox Club inside Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium in Grand Chute, Wisconsin, home of the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers, and also now for the third season in a row, the home to Clubhouse Live. We kicked off the show with our current run of our guests, I should say, of current players. Tongue twister.
Yeah.
Evan Williams, the safety, he's going to be our anchor, one of our two anchor guests, meaning they'll each be on one time a month. The other is going to be Matthew Golden, the rookie wide receiver. So we think we got two outstanding young stars of the Green Bay Packers. And it was a packed house, Ricardo, right? The Fox Club was jam-packed. So that takes place typically on Mondays at 6:30. Free admission. Parking is free as well. Gates open at 5. The Fox Club has food and drinks to purchase, so you can come in with a hungry belly and you'll leave all full and happy. And you get a really up-close, intimate look at the Packers. Now this week, though, it's Tuesday night. This is the way the schedule has worked out for us, but we're going to have Packers rookie defensive lineman. He had a half sack last night in the victory over the Commanders. Barron Sorrell. He's got a great story to tell. University of Texas standout. He was a fourth-round pick. Remember, he was in the green room when the Packers selected him in Green Bay for the NFL draft this past spring. Emotional, fired up. The Packers didn't even know he was in the green room. And really, I think is going to be a fan favorite. So you definitely want to check that out. This week, it's Tuesday, okay? Tuesday at the Fox Club, 6:30 start time.
By the way, I have a team for that.
Good.
St. Mary Catholic Girls Tennis.
Fantastic.
We'll be there on Tuesday, and the week after, on the Monday, Bayport Girls Volleyball.
Fantastic.
Our team spotlight.
Team spotlight.
Yeah.
Well done, Ricardo. Ricardo, you do a
spotlight.
great job of getting the teams all situated because we do have a high school team spotlight. We just have the space in the Fox Club now where we can invite more people in and just really showcase the school and spotlight, I guess you could say, the outstanding athletes here in the Fox Valley in Northeast Wisconsin. So next Tuesday, Barron Sorrell. The following Monday, Matthew Golden. Then we'll be on Mondays throughout the rest of the season except for the week that the Packers play Monday Night Football. Then we move it back to Tuesday that week.
I did not watch much of that Packer game yesterday. I did see where Love just missed Golden. Was that a long pass?
It was close.
It was like a couple of inches. Boy, the crowd would have erupted. By the way, I love those uniforms, the all-white uniforms.
The winter warning uniforms.
They're beautiful.
Right? Yeah.
They're beautiful. And this is from a Bears fan. I'm telling you, those are beautiful uniforms. I loved them.
Yeah, Love and Golden are going to have a good connection once it was just out of the reach. Love's outstanding so far this season.
He's played very well, yes.
losing Jaden Reed to a broken collarbone for the next 6 to 8 weeks isn't a good deal.
I had to dump Jaden Reed from my fantasy team.
Yeah, that's too bad. And that was I don't know if you saw the replay of that. It was actually called back because of holding. It was a touchdown.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What a pass and throw and catch from Love to Reed. So
and the Commanders players landed on him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a beautiful pinpoint throw and outstanding catch. But anyway, Clubhouse Live. If you can't make it in person, you can watch it on any of our websites, Facebook pages, USA Today Network Wisconsin YouTube channel. Facebook.com/Clubhouse Live is where you can find all the information, and our Packers News Facebook page as well.
One more thing to mention about the high school stuff, Brett. The podcast. We have the Night 2 Sports podcast. We actually talked about the Packers a little bit and also your Brewers.
Yes.
And our thoughts on that. But it was primarily on high school football. After the first 3 weeks, what we felt the teams were, do we have a top contenders? Are there any surprise teams out there? We ran through it all. And we also touched a little bit on girls volleyball. And then we talked a little bit about WIAA moving team wrestling from the venerable field house. I love the field house, Brett. To the lacrosse center now. A little bit more of a drive for myself. Because, Brett, that time of year, what do I turn into?
Wrestling boy.
Wrestling boy. And so that'll be a little bit of a change there, Brett. But looking forward to it. But please check out the 920 Sports podcast. Just download it. Become a subscriber anywhere you get your podcast.
You get a bonus trip to lacrosse, and that's not a bad thing. That's a great town.
I love lacrosse.
Great city. Love it out there. Beautiful city. Rosie, you okay? He's stretching a little bit, and I'm like, don't throw out your back now.
Yeah.
By the way, I was very very jealous because he can actually bend and touch his toes. Or if I tried that, I would probably be,
Brett, for those who don't know, Brett has a little bit of a back
been
thing
dealing with a back
on.
thing for a while now, and
for several months. He is nearing Social Security range. No,
I'm in PT right now, and it's helping a little bit, but now my hamstrings are burning on fire. So I think maybe that's part of the problem. I got weak hamstrings or something. So anybody out there in the chat, give me some tips. How can I shake this? It's L4, L5 to be more specific.
Oh, wow.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know you were that specific.
I had x-rays taken.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some a little bit more disc degeneration, but apparently that's pretty common. But I don't know. It always feels just a little rough back there. So anyway, enough about me. How about more about these Rockets and Ghosts? As that is Haney with a good return. Whoa! On the great return. Nearly breaking that one free, Ricardo. Just seeing what was happening there. I thought there was a Rocket down, but I guess not. So good job by Haney to start. Great field position for the Rockets to open up this third quarter.
Kimberly up now, Brett, at the half, 35-14 over Fond du Lac. FBL, 42-3 over Wapaka. Brett, that's a running clock already. As is Winneconne leading Sheboygan Falls 49-0. Both those games are still in the second quarter.
So Kimberly looking like Kimberly again, aren't they? Saw the Ghost. Boy, I'm really upsetting rival communities when
Easy there, BC.
say things like that. As Van Beek just nothing doing. Watch out, big old 55 for the Galloping Ghost. That's Hunter Myers, the senior defensive end, 6'2", 241 pounds, getting in there, and Van Beek loses a yard. I was going to say we saw Kimberly, the Papermakers, really have their way against Bayport. Now, Bayport did have a few opportunities, got deep, but Papermakers defense coming up with a stop. And remember, Tao, I guess,
Tao,
is how,
David,
with the 103-yard fumble recovery, scoop and score.
And I remember talking to the Kimberly girls volleyball team. They were on a roundtable after that, and they were talking about how they were excited watching Tao take it all the way.
Yeah, he was untouched. A convoy of teammates escorting him into the end zone. Van Beek over the middle. Wide open is right. Watch out. Can he outrun the defender? No, but that's a big pitch and catch. Cole Schaefer again, Ricardo.
And credit Tetzlaff for providing a touchdown for Luke Tetzlaff for Kaukauna.
Remember, Cole Schaefer had a 3-yard pass reception for a score late in the first half. 23.4 seconds to go. He caught that from Van Beek. Looks like Van Beek and Schaefer with a nice little connection. Boy, wide open over the middle coming off that line.
Yeah, 50-yard gain, Brett.
That's where that running game, right? You kind of or lull that defense maybe to sleep a little bit and try to catch one, and that's exactly what the Rockets did inside the 10, 1st and goal. Looking to add to this lead. Van Beek now, is he going to throw it? He's looking. Nope, he's got him wide open. Matthias Charles, is that an 8-yard score?
Yes.
Just like that. What a start to the second half.
Brett, that's got to feel so good for Matthias. Had a couple of drops on third down, and coming back and catching the touchdown, allowing his team to go up by 3 scores.
Ricardo, great patience by Van Beek, too. He was waiting for that play to develop, waiting, knowing that Charles was going to get open along the side of that end zone. Pitch and catch there for Van Beek to Matthias Charles, and boy, what was that, a 3 or 4 play drive to open up the second half?
3-play drive, Brett.
3-play drive. Gurdon now for the PAT, and it sails through. And just like that, 3-play drive to open up the second half. Neenah now up 3 scores as we look at our Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly scoreboard. 22-zip after that 8-yard connection between Van Beek and Matthias Charles.
So Appleton North leads Oshkosh West 21-6 at the half, and then Appleton East 7-6 over Hortonville at the half as well.
How long was that pass play to Schaefer?
I had 50 yards.
So you guys feeling all good now after you had your little snacks there at halftime?
I did.
Huh?
That was, I always feel good after I eat, Brett.
I appreciate the.
They treat us well here. Can we do every game here?
They treat us great here. Yeah, and we should, right? Yeah. I don't think they'd mind. Sean Leash, been fun getting to know him, the new athletic director. Mike Elkin, if you're out there, we miss you. Hope you're enjoying retirement.
Yes.
Watching your son Luke, who's on the practice squad for the Chicago Bears, right?
I think he is. I have to double check because they released him, but you know how that goes.
Yeah.
They release and they bring him back, and they release and they bring him back. I know they thought highly of him. It's just Scott Daly ahead of him right now on the team. They like him as well.
Yeah, check that out if you can. For some reason, I thought I saw that he was signed by the Bears practice squad, but you know that Luke, he's going to have a career in the NFL as a long snapper.
Yes.
That's a very needed position. You don't realize you need it until you need it, right?
Oh, a little bit of a rail there for that's number 4, Brett. Will Clark.
Yeah.
Will the Thrill.
You know those long snappers, as long as you don't hear from them, you know they're doing an excellent job, right? It's when you have problems with those snaps and you're thinking, what is going on?
It is such a specialized position. And you need them.
I'd love to have Luke Elkin sometime just kind of show us how to do that. I mean, I'm amazed at how fast and how tight those spirals come. Yeah. You and I try to do that. There's no way we could snap
first off,
that
I
far.
wouldn't even get up out of the stance.
No, yeah, you couldn't.
And then you with your bad back. Are you kidding me? So 1st and 10 and a bunch formation up there. Triples receiver.
Another bad snap. Watch out. Carroll on the run. Can he get rid of it? He does. Oh! Somehow Kavanaugh Weinberg comes up with it and avoids a big-time collision.
How did Charles not just lay him out there?
How about Carroll just not ever giving up on those plays, not just falling on the loose ball, and gets a first down out of that when it could have been a significant loss. So some snapping issues going on here with the Ghosts down 22-zip. Quick 3-play drive to open the second half for the Rockets that was highlighted by the 50-yard connection between Van Beek and Schaefer.
They have that triple little stack there.
Can try to set up a screen.
Yep.
That's Weinberg again. He's got some running room. And again, now getting that passing game going, Ricardo. And they have to, right? Down 3 scores. Rockets doing a great job bottling up that Ghost rushing attack tonight. Now at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, gain of 11, back-to-back gains of 11.
Do we have a photographer here tonight or not?
I thought we did. I'm looking for Glasheen. He'd be our only guy right now.
He might be at that Little Shoot Freedom game.
He might be, now that you talked about it.
That's a county end game, yeah.
1st and 10 at the 38. Kaukauna moving the ball here, Brett, to start the second half.
Oh, again, low snap. Reardon, I don't know, was that supposed to be to Reardon?
He just struck somebody.
Oh, I guess. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. I think that was number 30, Joey Herron for Neenah.
Ghost playing with some pace right now, too, and I couldn't tell if that was supposed to be a direct snap or was just at kind of Reardon's feet, and he just decided he was just going to scoop it up and go.
Yeah. $22 carries on 5 carries for 22 yards.
Both these
for
teams,
Reardon.
proud programs, right? Conference champs along with Kimberly last year. One of these two teams will be 2-0 in the FA. Oh, watch out again! Oh, it's loose, but I think the Ghost fell on it. Ooh. Yeah, Reardon was the one who fell on it. Johnny on the spot there. Could have been a huge turnover. What is going on with these snaps, Ricardo?
3rd down and 6. I wonder if there's a player playing out of place there at center. And now we see number 79 leaving the field. So I wonder if that was Aiden Wheeler. He might not be his normal position, Brett. So,
well, let's see here. 3rd down. I would have to think 4-down territory for the Ghosts.
Oh yeah, Matthias is out there.
Carroll gonna swing it just too high. Oh, picked off! Is that Haney with it?
It is.
Is anybody gonna catch him?
got
Finally tripped up by Weinberg. Whoa, I thought Haney was gonna take it all away. Huge turnover there. Good hands by number 29, Brock Haney, also a running back for the Rockets, the senior with the big pick, and might have gone to the house if not for Kavanaugh Weinberg tripping him up along that far sideline.
Well, I think that was the right decision to go to that receiver prep, but I'll tell you, Haney had that covered beautifully. The throw was just a little bit errant, and really great awareness from Haney to pick that off and then get a pretty good return out of it. 38-yard line of Kaukauna.
Showing some good hands on that interception too, right? Looking like a receiver. Maybe he's going to go up to Coach Steve Young and say, hey, send me some passing plays here, Coach, huh? Boy, a chance now for the Rockets to really take complete command of this game. Let's see what Neenah can do on this drive as now Van Beek. He's thinking about no, he's just going to keep it and tuck it, nothing doing downfield, and maybe a yard or two.
Again, this defense for Neenah, Brett, so underrated. When I came here and did the story on them, I remember talking to Henry St. Clair, who unfortunately I believe is lost for the season. I believe he broke his collarbone.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, but he was talking about how, there were some missing parts there, but they felt really good about what they had returning, especially along the defensive line, pretty deep there. And so far, they're really playing well as a unit, as that's off the helmet.
Yeah, that's incomplete. Boy, there was just a whole bunch of – there's not much space there as far as trying to thread the needle on that pass. Could have been picked off and turned the other way for the Ghosts. Yeah, you look at Henry St. Clair, senior defensive lineman. I remember, doing the games last year, and he really stood out along that defensive front. Team captain on the Football Leadership Council as well.
Nate Cramp is the returning all-conference player, though. Really did a great job for them last year and had that touchdown in the end zone, Brett, the fumble recovery, I should say.
See St. Clair here at the end of the sideline in shorts. That's got to be tough when you're a senior. So here we go. Look at this run. Is that number 12? Is that Fote? Dylan Fote, the junior wide out now.
Oh, 4th and 1, Brett.
Yeah, they'll go for it for sure inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. Question is, what do you want to do against a Ghost defense that's been really doing a good job of bottling up the run? Is it just going to be a Van Beek lunging towards that 1st down marker? We'll see what Steve Young wants to do. You'd almost be tempted to try one of those passes over the middle again because Kaukauna's thinking run all the way.
Yeah, and Schaefer's a big target, 6'5" kid. Good hands.
Yeah, Schaefer on the left side of that line. Van Beek, he's got it and more. Going along that right side, letting that offensive line do some work. And that's a 1st down for the Rockets, looking to add to this 22-zip lead midway through the 3rd quarter. Rockets look good tonight, Ricardo.
They absolutely do. I'm trying to count up what Van Beek has for rushing, Brett. He has 15 carries unofficially now for 77 yards. That's the exact same number of passing yards he has, Brett. He's 5'9". That's, again, unofficial. Me, as I trying to make out of my chicken scratch here, Brett. So it looks like I write with my toes.
Van Beek now going to add to that rushing total. Still carrying some guys inside the 20 down to about the 19-yard line.
He's feeling it, I think.
Yeah, and I think that offensive line now getting a little bit of a lather as well. Make it the 18-yard line.
2nd and 3, gain of 7. Pound the rock, it says right there, Brett, on the scoreboard. You know, offensive linemen love this, Brett. This is easy. I wouldn't say easy in terms of it's not. You don't have to think too much. Just hit the guy in front of you.
Just block, right?
Right, Rosie. Rosie knows. Didn't you play offensive line, Rosie, at all?
They all love to run block.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Is that Seek? Whoa, he hit his own guy. Is he going to get up? Yeah, he took a shot, I think, from his own guy. A little friendly fire there with Dylan Fote. But a first down.
Yeah, the Kaukauna front is getting a little tired, Brett.
Inside the 10 to the 8, first and goal. Boy, this could be kind of the backbreaker touchdown right here.
Rockets look good. I mean, they had the one loss at #1 Arrowhead, right?
And that was a 16-13 game. A game that...
If you've never been to Arrowhead, that's a tough place to play.
Yeah, a game that I think the Rockets felt like they could have won. As Seek now trying to drive forward down to, what, the 7-yard pickup there.
Actually, because I was bench spinner in high school, I played running back.
Oh, okay.
And end.
Running back and end. I was a lineman and offensive tackle, and I played like a big linebacker, kind of like.
I was a Nerf hoops legend.
I know.
Then I broke my leg and my career was over.
Gotcha.
I decided to get a car and get a stereo at a job.
Get a job, make some money.
That's right.
Van Beek now waiting for it. Second and goal now at the 7. And that is number 12. Is that Fote trying to get some yards? Boy, look at that Kaukauna defense. Just having nothing of it there. Swarming to the ball.
No gain on that play, Brett. Well, you know, if you're Kaukauna, if you can hold them to a field goal, that's a win for you.
Is this where they want to look to that pass game again? Van Beek's got a couple touchdown passes tonight to Schaefer and Matthias Charles. Of course, Ricardo mentioned Nate Cramp, the senior defensive lineman, falling on the loose ball, the fumble in the end zone for the game's first touchdown of the night. Van Beek's going to be looking, and yep, that's Matthias Charles again, a rocket. 7-yard pass, Ricardo?
Yeah, you know, and I saw that thing open up. Nice route by Matthias Charles, Brett. And he's one-on-one out there. You like your chances on him winning against anybody he's matched up against. So good throw there for Van Beek and a nice route from Charles. It's his second touchdown.
Yeah, and the third touchdown pass of the night now for Van Beek. And look at this, 28 zip. Are they going to go for 2? That's Seek and nothing there.
Yeah. They snuffed that one out.
So we'll keep it at 28 zip after that touchdown. 2-point run fails. We look at our Cellcom Piggly Wiggly scoreboard. Commanding lead for the Rockets late in the third quarter.
Going to update my Twitter. You can follow me at Ricardo Delian, Delian. Brett's at PC Brettsy. Rosie's at Metal Rosie because he likes that heavy metal music and jazz. No, I'm just playing.
You know,
I got something on your back there.
Mike Sherry, I talk about, always does a great job of previewing the big week games of the week, and I just want to read some quotes from both of these coaches. First, what Neenah coach Steve Young told Mike on playing Kaukauna, quote, "They play a very physical style of defense and prepare thoroughly for our offense, making it challenging to run our base play successfully against them. Defensively, we need to be more physical at the point of attack and prevent them from consistently gaining 3 to 4 yards per rush." I'd say mission accomplished there.
Yes.
Additionally, we must improve our perimeter defense to contain their quick passing game. They are a tough team to prepare for, end quote. I think when Coach Young watches film, he's going to be very happy, particularly what he saw defensively, because, again, winning and being more physical at the point of attack and perimeter defense have both been stellar here tonight. For Matt Binsfield, the coach at Kaukauna, this is what he told Mike on playing Neenah. Quote, "Neenah is off to a great start with strong showings against some great teams. They do a lot of things really well, so we will have to play our best to make it a game. I feel that we are improving week to week, so this will be a great indication of how far we have to go," end quote. Now, that is the question. What is he going to think about as he watches film? How far do the Ghosts have to go here as we're already into week 4? Playing one of the stalwarts here in the FVA.
Who do Do you have the updated schedule? Like, who does
Yeah.
Neenah play next week? I'm curious.
Yeah, I've got both schedules. Neenah is at Oshkosh West.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
And then at Appleton North, at Kimberly, Fond du Lac, and at Hortonville.
Okay, so there's a 3-game stretch
Yeah.
there where that is.
North,
Wow.
yeah, North Kimberly and Fond du Lac, Appleton North, that is. And then Kaukauna is at Fond du Lac next week.
Kaukauna is chasing.
Oshkosh West, at Appleton North, Kimberly, and then Appleton East. That's a tough slate of
Yep.
games as well. You think 3 of the next 4 games after this one, at Fond du Lac, at Appleton North, and then Kimberly.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you
Wow.
could say that again.
Man, oh man.
Tough.
This league is incredible. They don't get a chance to catch their breath at all.
No. And again, both these teams opening with
yeah,
outstanding
not-
competition. They didn't play, as you like to call what?
Tomato cans.
There you go.
Like Mickey would call who Rocky would fight in the early beginning. Tomatoes. They're playing the big boys.
Well, Carroll now got some work to do. He's going to go downfield looking for his
Off his hands!
It was there.
Brett!
Boy, good route run there by, was that number 7?
And an even better ball placement
Yeah.
from Carroll.
Pearson Bauer running stride for stride with Matthias Charles, but that was just a good route, got that inside leverage, so really good target for Carroll, just couldn't come up with the connection.
Yeah, and before you saw Matthias able to make a good defensive play, that time he was beaten. And, I'm sure Bauer's just going to think about that drop pass tonight, Brett.
Second down now for Carroll, and I think you just try to do it again. Carroll now on the run.
That's
There's a little bit of a
That's a hold. 62 got
yeah,
tackled.
and there comes the flag.
Yeah, and that's number 62, Brett. Brandon Milbrodt. He got tackled to the ground basically by Cale Johnson of Kaukauna, which is what would be the holding call.
So, yeah, Kaukauna, as we said, the Ghosts opened the season by taking on Fox River Classic Conference powers Notre Dame and West Appear, right? Kaukauna fell to the Tritons 27-20 in Week 1, and then the Phantoms 33-9, though, in Week 2. Notre Dame, the defending D3 state champs. West Appear, contender in Division 2, but Ricardo, right now, Notre Dame number 1 in Division 2.
And they should be. That team impressed me so much when I saw them
Yeah.
Week 1. I'm telling you, that Kingston Allen, I can't believe I'm saying this, but he is filling in no problem for Christian
Haven't
Collins.
missed a beat, right?
Nope.
Yeah, so Notre Dame number 1 in D2 in the state coaches poll, boundwisconsin.com. But who's number 2? West Appear.
Yes. Patrick Grayson. Grayson.
So talk
One of
about
our Elite 11, Rosie.
that for a tough schedule to open. And then, yeah, all this FVA play.
Got
Oh,
him.
nice pitch and catch. That's more than a pitch and catch. That's a dart, a laser to Weinberg, and a big play. Tell you what, Carroll has a nice ball. He throws a good spiral, good pass.
Brett, that was on the 2nd and 20. So
After
takes
that
it
hold.
down to the 39. 26-yard pass play.
And then we said Neenah opening against Muskego with the win, and the close loss to Arrowhead. Arrowhead number 1 in Division 1, Muskego number 9. And then you follow that up with FVA play, which is a very deep, balanced league this season.
So first down and 10 at the 39 for Kaukauna.
That's Reardon, but
It
he's got
is.
nowhere to go.
No.
Nowhere to go.
Look out.
Boy, they did a good job of just kind of stretching that out and then waiting for the other guys to fill the gaps and blow that up. And that's going to be a 2-yard loss for Reardon.
Reardon, one of our Elite 11, Rosie. Having a tough night tonight, though. That ball is at the 41. Brett, loss of 2 for Reardon. They bottled him up, Brett, because Reardon has 6 carries for 20 yards.
That is some good run defense for sure. Behind the sticks now are the Ghosts, and you got to think passing down for Carroll. Let's see what he does. Play fake, and
Nice
again,
play.
that
Nice
time
pass.
it's caught by Bauer, and he's got the first down.
That's another first down. They're going to mark that at the 28. So a 13-yard gain. Needed 12, got 13. Brett, I have 12 for 23 for 129 yards for Carroll. That's his numbers, passing.
Carroll going to keep it, trying to get something. Good little run, breaking some tackles, far sideline. Under 2 minutes to play here in this third quarter, as you see on our Cellcom. And Piggly Wiggly scoreboard, the Rockets leading the Ghosts 28-0. We got a little bit of a, got to kind of not lean on this this desk here.
Oh,
there
sorry,
we
is
go.
that me?
That's
That
all.
might
So
be me.
we just want to make sure that the folks can see the scoreboard,
Okay.
the clock,
It's
down
me.
in distance.
I'm putting my big bear paws on the desk here.
Keep those scores coming in from around the area as well.
Yes, I
folks.
got to double check those.
Everybody on YouTube, we're monitoring
Look
another
out.
snap again. Does the right thing there. Tried to scoop it up, just couldn't, and finally fell on it. But Ricardo, how many snap
Oh,
issues
God,
has
that's
that
at
been
least-
tonight?
That's at least 4 that I have.
4 or 5, right? Yeah. So behind the sticks again, ball at the 29-yard line. Just can't do that.
Luxembourg Casco 7-3 over Wrightstown.
Oof.
That's in the third quarter.
Spartans are for real this year.
Yes, they are.
So here we go. Let's see what Carroll can do. Is he going to go to Bauer? Is he going to go to Weinberg here on 3rd and long? Looking to his left, nothing there.
Oh, he
and
got him.
somehow evades that.
Incomplete drop, Brett.
Number 13 there, Nate Cramp. Guess who, right? The senior defensive lineman got a fistful of jersey and really kind of blew that play up. Somehow Carroll was able to escape that, but just enough to keep that defender from really getting a good, clean, open look. Now 4th and 11 coming up. So
Hey,
good.
LC K-Dog out there, you got a updated score from Little Shoot over Freedom. You'd appreciate it, buddy. And Alex F is saying, hey, he likes it when I say shop the pig. I do.
4th down.
I used to work at Piggly Wiggly back in the day, Brett.
I worked at a grocery store too. 4th down. Here we go. Is Neenah going to send some pressure? Carroll's got time.
Oh,
Downfield, and that's incomplete. Wow. Weinberg, the intended receiver. I think that was number 4 in coverage there, Ricardo. Cooper Seek, the defensive back. Also, we've seen him as a running back. I think Weinberg came down with it, which is out of bounds.
Yes, he did.
So turnover on downs. The Rockets now up 4 touchdowns with 19 seconds to play.
Boy, Brett, you feel like that. They needed a score there.
Yeah.
For Kaukauna, because now you're talking about the last 19 seconds of the third quarter. I mean, you got 12 more minutes in the fourth. I don't know if there's enough possessions available, barring an interception or some sort of turnover, to overcome a 28-0 deficit.
Got to think now. I was just going to say I'm wrong there. There's a toss trying to work the screen. That's number 12, Dylan Fulp. But I was going to say, thinking Steve Young might want to just kind of really focus on that offensive line and say, guys, we're up 28-0. We're going to run the ball here. It's going to be on you. That's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 12 more minutes to go here at Rocket Stadium as we look at our Cellcom Piggly Wiggly scoreboard. Neenah in complete control, up 28-0 over the Ghosts in this Week 4 matchup in the FBA. Got to give it up to Steve Young, Ricardo, in 13th season already as the head coach here. We talked about that.
I was here the first year he was here.
Yeah.
He came from one of the Wausau schools.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
Well, he's a Neenah grad, though, right?
Yeah, Wausau West, I want to say maybe. Yeah.
No program that went a combined 7-38 over the previous 5 seasons. That's what he inherited, and has since rebuilt this program into a premier team in the FVA. Rockets 29-9, showing dating back to the 2022 season. That includes so far this year. That's some great work by Steve Young. And, of course, Matt Binsfield, 10th season as Kaukauna's head coach. Previously the co-head coach at Wrightstown. He helped lead the Tigers to a D4 state title in 2011, then became the Tigers' sole coach, I think, there for a little while, right? And then now at Kaukauna, which is his alma mater. And then you look at what he has done. 58-40 so far. He took over a team that went 2-7, then had a pair of 2-7 teams. And then since 2019, it's been winning football. 8-4, 6-1, and that's a COVID year. Then 6-4, 8-5 in 2022 D2 state semifinals. 2023, 11-2 D2 state semifinals, and last year 9-3 D2 state quarterfinals. So give it up to both of these coaches who have turned these programs into juggernauts here in the FEA. Conference champs, they shared the last year with Kimberly, as I said. Kaukauna also shared the league crown in 2023 with Kimberly. So the Ghosts have won, or actually, I should actually say have shared the FEA title the past 2 seasons. The last time they had won a league crown was back in 1995, and then 20 years previous they shared it in 75 with Menasha.
Brett, let me tell you, you talk about Binsfeld with Wrightstown. I was at that championship game when he was at Wrightstown. I think that was when Jackson Fox, that was an overtime victory over Somerset.
I'm assuming he and Steve Klister were the co-coaches that year? Yeah.
3rd and 3 at the 36. Jackson Fox was our male athlete of the year that year, Brett. I think it was him that year and Mackenzie Frymuth of Kaukauna. Boy, I'm old.
That's a long
14 years ago.
14 years ago.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it.
But I
does
remember
it?
like it was yesterday because they took their athlete of the year photos there at the Hilton in that little courtyard they had there. We've had a Packers show there once or twice.
Yeah.
And I remember talking, or maybe Dan Vanderpass. I think he did one of the stories and I did the other. Great stuff.
Speaking of Neenah, Rockets have shared the FEA championship 2 of the past 3 seasons. Again, sharing it with Kaukauna and Kimberly last year. They also shared it with Kimberly in 2022. So again, these coaches not only developing winning cultures here, but championship cultures and winning FEA championships, which is not easy to do, especially when you got Kimberly, right? The, as you like to call it, platinum program, one of the platinum programs.
There's only a few platinum programs in the state, I'll tell you that.
Appleton North always a threat to win the championship as well. So good stuff by these 2 coaches. Van Beek, he's going to keep. Oh, wow, great fake. Watch Van Beek. Oh, is he gone? Nobody's catching Ashton Van Beek. Ricardo, I got him for 64 yards.
That's what I have him for.
And a really good night has become a great night for the Rockets. What a run and what a ball fake.
Yeah, Brett, he's up to 149 yards on 18 carries. And that might be it, Brett, because if they get this extra point, it's a running clock. And I don't think you or I thought before the game that we'd see that from either team.
No. Especially with the way this started, Ricardo. Felt like it was going to be a defensive battle. So number 17, Harry Gurdon on for the PAT. Snap good, hold good, kick is good. And with 10:58 remaining in this game, 35-0 is the lead for the Rockets as we look at our Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly scoreboard. And as Ricardo said, it's running clock the rest of the way. Boy, what a showing tonight by the Rockets.
Yes.
There's a good look at Ashton Van Beek showing off his wheels. Might be a on your list of potential Elite 11 candidates next year, Ricardo.
For sure. There's a lot of good junior players here for Neenah.
I think it's the FEA in general. It's in good hands, as they say, right? You can tell he's happy. He's talking to the guys about his big touchdown. And when they get together 20 years from now, it's going to be like a 108-yard touchdown run.
Usually that's how it goes, right? For the 5-year reunion, 10-year, and 15, 20, keeps getting longer.
It's like that big fish you catch.
Yeah, 18 carries, 149 yards, just a fantastic performance from Van Beek. And, again, so much pressure on his shoulders, Brett. Remember, because they lost Grant Dean. He's the focal point last year of the team. Him and, to a lesser extent, Van Evenhoven. And everything's on Van Beek's shoulders, and he has come through gloriously for the Rockets.
Ricardo, him playing so many snaps and getting so much playing time as a freshman, I mean, that's so invaluable now.
Yes.
He just slot him back in. He's like, yeah, I'm used to doing this. No big deal.
So first down and 10 at the 20. Sorry, Brett.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say that time is really running out for Kaukauna. They're going to have to score and score quickly against this Rockets defense, Brett. They can basically pin its ears back now.
And the clock's running.
It's
35 zip
lead.
lead.
It is tough to come back from this.
Woo.
I did not see this, folks.
No, again, remember how it started? Looked like we talked about it. Oh, this is going to be a good defensive battle here tonight. It really started with that 3-play drive to open the second half, right? I think the clock starts running right now, Rosie. Even if he goes out of bounds, they got to keep it going, and that's exactly what we got now. So these last 10 minutes are going to go by really fast. Yeah, that I think that 50-yard pass play from Van Beek to Schaefer to set up the touchdown, was that
the
to
second
Matthias
touchdown,
Charles to open the second half, the 8-yard pass.
Oh, yes, that's right.
That kind of floodgates open from there. And credit this Rocket defense for just being all over the place, swarming to the ball. And Rockets looking really good as they're going into another big Week 5 matchup, a game they're going to feel really good about going against, taking on Oshkosh West. Before that kind of that big-time stretch starts in Week 6 for the Rockets. Who's going to pull that schedule again. Another snap issue again, Ricardo. Too many snaps in that turf. Yeah, the gauntlet starts in Week 6. Appleton North, Week 7 at Kimberly, Week 8, Fond du Lac.
Yeah. It'll be 3rd down and 10 now at the 31. Clicking towards 9 minutes left in the game.
Carroll,
he's wide open.
Yeah, deep shot to Weinberg. What a throw and catch. Beautiful pass. Boy, he can put it right there, can he? You watch when he takes that ball, he's always flipping it, kind of getting that little rhythm, always that little ball flip in his hands when he takes the snap. Boy, he's got an arm.
38-yard pass.
Yeah, Weinberg's had a big night receiving, for sure. Let's see how quickly Ricardo can. Rosie, give him a whole bunch of stuff to add up.
I'm trying to do the passing for
Carroll.
Carroll, yeah. He has 182 yards, 15 of 27.
And a handoff. That is number 28, Muhammad Job, the junior running back. Getting him some touches now. That's the thing, though. Ricardo has really forced the Ghosts to be completely one-dimensional, right? They have just shut down that running game. Remember that Reardon's a good running back. Job's a good running back. And then, of course, Carroll himself can run. And there's just nothing consistently that's been really open. They just close those gaps up fast. But 1st and 10, or check that 2nd and 9 for Kaukauna. As Carroll waits for it, now directing traffic, and we're going to get a timeout. Took too long.
I'm adding up those stats for Weinberg.
Again, not sure where we'll be next week.
First of the half.
We've got some ideas. Week 6, guys, I'm not going to be here for Week 6. Yeah, the great Mike Sherry, who I will maybe pinch hit for us.
Do we have a game scheduled that week already or no?
Some ideas again, but
okay.
Might, based on what's going on tonight, might do some reshuffling here, so we'll see how it goes.
By the way, 8 catches for about 105 yards for Weinberg. Unofficial, by the way.
I reserve the right to change the schedule any way I see fit.
What date is that? September 26th?
Yeah, my son is getting married that night, and I don't think I would be welcome back into the family if I skipped that for a
You always have an
varsity
excuse.
game of the week stream.
I'm just playing. No, I think me and our man Mike, we can do this.
Yeah.
We got Rosie. Rosie's the man. Gonna have to teach me how to update some of those little things there, though. The score and all that stuff. Second at 9 from the 31.
Again, got plenty of time.
Flags all over the
that's
place.
coming back. Boy, a dart though to Weinberg, and he's in for the score for now, but I think that's a hold coming back. He's got a laser. He's really got a big arm.
Just a sophomore,
Yeah.
too. And they're going backwards here.
He's going to be he already is good-looking quarterback. What's he going to be like as a senior? Yikes. Very confident young man. Two good quarterbacks showing off what they can do here tonight. But it's been all Neenah. And I think, again, as good as the offense has looked with Van Beek, the defense has set everything up. And starting with a fumble recovery in the end zone for the defense to get things going.
You know, I'm going to have a hard time, Brett, when we do my local rankings to kind of differentiate between Neenah, Kimberly, and Appleton North. Right now I think I have Kimberly, Appleton North, and Neenah in that order. That's tough.
Could be really, very even teams. Haven't seen Appleton North yet, but we will soon. Again, Carroll downfield. Oh, almost. Oh. That was number 22, Jonah Rittner.
Yeah.
One of the captains, senior linebacker. He's like, 5'11", 195 pounds. He's thinking he should have had that. Clock still running. Remember, it runs when it's a 35-0 lead in the second half. Big crowd here. Beautiful night. Nice setup here at, I'm still going to call it the new Neenah High School.
You can.
Trying to set up a screen here. Is that Job? Oh, he's got some room and some wheels there. Nice little play call. Boy, Job, Ricardo showing a nice burst. Number 28.
Yeah. He had a few carries in the Notre Dame game that I was at in week 1. Where are they marking this at? 18?
Yep. Job, 5'10", 181-pound junior running back, and got that screen and turned on the afterburners for a little bit of a burst there inside the 20, ball at the 18-yard line.
I have 205 yards now for Carroll, 16 of 29 attempts.
Well, Weinberg again. Ricardo, I'm telling you, if this Kaukauna team can kind of really just sort of continue to grow, continue to develop, and everybody's kind of patient with how this all develops, they can win some games here. This is an explosive-looking offense, particularly in the passing game. They got some weapons.
I have 9 catches for 111 yards for Weinberg. Again, unofficial.
And it sounds kind of outlandish to say when it's 35 zip, but I really like what I see with the potential and how this team can continue to develop as the season goes on.
Yeah, remember, Carroll's stepping in for Bron Schaefer, who had a nice season last year for Kaukauna, Brett. 2nd and 4 at the 12. Bunch formation, far side. He's coming near side, though.
Is that a touchdown?
What's the number there?
12-yard touchdown. That's number 88. Had a hard time. That's Tyler Schwalbach. 12-yard touchdown. Nice throw, nice catch, and the Ghosts are on the board.
So 223 yards, 18 to 31, and that touchdown for Carroll. So Weinberg with the extra point attempt. He's a good kicker, Brett.
Yeah.
All right, let me update my Twitter. I'm at Ricardo DeLeon, DELIAN. Brett's at PC Brettsy. Rosie's at Metal Rosie.
One thing I didn't notice, though, Ricardo, I don't know, the Rockets had done some subbing, or are they playing some different guys in there now?
I didn't even check that.
Up 5 scores and a running clock. So, but again, nice job by the Ghosts. Really look good in the passing game. And finally on the scoreboard here as we look at our Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly scoreboard. 35-7 Rockets. Now the Rockets with 5:05 to play going to try to run this thing out. Get ready for week 5.
Rosie was rocking out, right, Rosie, to the little Ozzy.
So Rockets with the ball at the 30. Now clock continues to run, and Ricardo, maybe a first down is all Neenah's going to need to just kind of wind this thing down. And
all right, so let's get some scores here. Hortonville now leading Appleton East 12-7. Luxembourg-Caskinall leading Wrightstown, Brett, 14-3. Spartans are always a pretty good team.
I guess.
In the NEC, Winnicott blasting Sheboygan Falls 52-6. Kimberly blasting Fond du Lac 49-14. Brett, wow. Now Appleton East leads Hortonville 13-12 with 5:39 left in the fourth quarter. It's a good game over there.
That Kimberly Fond du Lac game was kind of close for a while. Now the Papermakers just flexing their muscles again. Papermakers after that tough start to Sussex Hamilton now with three straight strong wins. Try to say that 10 times fast. Nice job by Seek. First down run.
Actually, East must have had a 2-point conversion because now they lead 15-12.
How about that Little Shoot Freedom score, though?
I know.
Last
I
check it
haven't
was
seen
17
anything.
zip, right? The Mustangs at the half.
11-yard gain for Seek. That clock now, and Rockets would just like to have that thing run all the way down and get the heck out of here.
And get ready for Oshkosh West.
Yes. Oshkosh West struggling this season. Oshkosh North is not. I saw them yesterday beat up on a pretty good Menasha team. Is that Seek again?
That's Haney.
Oh, Haney, okay.
Well, Oshkosh North, yeah, they could against Menasha, but now Oshkosh North, which is, I still have a hard time picturing it, that now a member of the FRCC South.
Yes.
Now no longer in football anyway, as part of the FVA.
Much better league for them in terms of competitiveness.
Just like Appleton West now in the FRCC North.
Yeah, the FRCC South really Oshkosh North, Menasha, and Notre Dame. Or
that's it, basically,
that's
right?
It, yeah. If Manitowoc would ever get its stuff together, they should be a good
Remember
team.
back in the 80s, they had a powerhouse. They had the state record for win streak, right?
Yes, they did. That Kimberly broke, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
My goodness. So number 33 running the ball now for Neenah.
Yeah, 27, though. Aiden Moss, the sophomore safety, coming in with a big-time hit.
Thanks to our guys in the office, Dan Cohn, Jim Oscola, Mike Sherry. We're trying to follow the teams as they're updating all the scores, Brett, because they put together all those boxes and stuff. When I get back to the office, too, as I'm going to write up this Neenah and Kaukauna recap, and they do a great job of taking that stuff from the coaches and putting that into the roundup that we have every Friday night and Saturday morning.
Do we have anybody else at any other games other than
that
us?
I don't know. I don't know.
I wonder if somebody's at that, either the Kimberly Fond du Lac game or the Little Shoot Freedom game. That Little Shoot Freedom game's up at Freedom. Drove by there not too long ago, a new addition being built onto Freedom High School.
About time.
Yeah, hopefully they can. We can do basketball games there, but their press box are very, very tiny, and technology-wise, it's not real conducive to what we want to do. But hopefully that'll come in due time. James Finster working hard as the athletic director up there.
I like Finster. He's the track coach as well.
Great guy for sure. That's a little pass right to number 11. That's Luke Johnson.
Oh, there's a flag that just got thrown as we're nearing the minute mark here.
So you'll have a recap, right?
I will.
On Sunday, I think it comes out.
Holding offense.
So definitely look for that. Ricardo kind of recaps what happened over the weekend, kind of Thursday and Friday now. check that out on postcrescent.com. Get a subscription too if you don't mind. We appreciate your support.
Yeah, you heard Brett.
And then check out all of our digital offerings. Clubhouse Live Tuesday. Baron Sorrell will talk about the big victory over the Commanders. Look ahead to the upcoming Week 3 game against the Browns. That's Rosie's Browns. I don't know if the Browns are going to put up much of a fight in that one.
Flacco, he's older.
I see Micah Parsons and Lucas Van Ness and Rashawn Gary and chasing down the 40-year-old.
I was going to say, he doesn't move around too much.
No.
He does have a great arm. I will
does.
say that, though. All right, that's it.
Yeah, that is it indeed.
Real quick, my thoughts here,
yeah,
Brett.
please.
First off, for Kaukauna, not a good showing here. I don't know what's up with the center exchange there and the quarterback. They got to get that resolved. I don't know if that was due to an injury or something like that and maybe a new kid in the spot. But they got to get that turned around. It doesn't get any easier for them, Brett. They have a little bit of a daunting schedule coming up, as you relayed earlier. They got to get some wins. They got to make the playoffs. Remember, this is a team that reached the sectional, or not the sectional, was it the state quarterfinals?
State quarters last year and the previous 2 state semifinals.
Yeah, so this is a program that knows how to win, so they got to turn things around. Neenah looks great. Neenah looks great. Their only loss is to the top team in Division I.
By 3.
By 3 points at Arrowhead, which is a tough place to play. So they're looking as good as anybody in the state, Brett. I really like what I see from them.
Should be a top 10 team.
Should be. And this defense, as they play as well as they did tonight, Brett, they can go really, really far in the playoffs.
They just shut down the running attack for the Ghosts, right?
Yes.
Just shut it down, and the Ghosts have 3 good runners, and Carroll, the quarterback, Reardon, one of your Elite 11s, and Job, who's got some burst as well. So really blocking, plugging those gaps, and Van Beek doing it with his arm, with his legs. Definitely a bunch of weapons for the Rockets as well offensively. This is a team. We saw them in Week 1, Ricardo. They looked good against Muskego. They're getting better as the season goes along, as we're nearing that midway point. What are they going to be like down the stretch? But again, both teams with daunting schedules, some very tough opponents in the FEA for both sides. It should be a gauntlet for both teams.
So we don't know where we're going to be next week?
We don't.
Okay.
But I'll announce it on postcrescent.com and on my Twitter account at PCBrettsy. We'll put it out there on our Facebook page as well. I always set up an event for people to be able to check it out.
Good stuff, gentlemen.
Yeah, I know you got to get down on the field.
Yes, I got to get back to the office. So appreciate you guys helping me and doing a great job as always. Rosie, you the man. You're never on, mic-wise, but we always like hearing from you, though. So have a good one, guys.
Yep, you got it, Ricardo, and I'm going to run on the scoring before I sign off. Neenah gets on the scoreboard first. 9:02 remaining in the second quarter. It was a fumble recovery in the end zone for Nate Cramp, and then the 2-point conversion was good as well. 8-zip Rockets with the lead. And then with just 23.4 seconds to go in the quarter, a 3-yard pass from Ashton Van Beek to number 83, his tight end, his 6'5" tight end, Cole Schaefer. Kick was good. 15-0 was the lead at the half for the Rockets. 3-play drive to open the second half for Neenah ends. An 8-yard touchdown pass from Van Beek to Matthias Charles. The first of 2 touchdown hookups for those 2. Kick is good. 22-zip with 10:28 remaining in the third quarter. And remember, that was set up a 50-yard pass from Van Beek to Schaefer. And Neenah in complete control at that point. The Rockets tack on another touchdown, a 7-yard pass from Van Beek again to Charles. 2-point conversion try was no good, and with 3:34 remaining in the third quarter, Rockets up 28-0. Then with 10:58 to play in the fourth quarter, a 64-yard touchdown run, the highlight for Ashton Van Beek. Kick was good, made it 35-zip. It was running clock the rest of the way. Kaukauna tacks on a late touchdown, a 12-yard pass from Ryan Carroll to number 88, Tyler Schwalbach. Kick was good. 35-7 was the score with 5:05 to play, and that's how it ends, 35-7. Neenah with an impressive victory tonight here in Week 4 with the win. The Rockets improved to 3-1 overall, 2-0 in Fox Valley Association play. Up next for Neenah, they're at Oshkosh West next Friday, Fox Valley Association matchup. Kickoff is scheduled for 7 p.m. As for the Ghosts, they fall to 1-3 overall, 1-1 in Fox Valley Association play. And it doesn't get any easier for Kaukauna as they travel to Fond du Lac next Friday. That, too, is a Fox Valley Association matchup. And, again, kickoff is scheduled for 7 p.m. Don't know where we'll be. But we'll be somewhere, just not sure where. But I'll announce the matchup on my Twitter account at PCBretzi, so please give me a follow. Also on Facebook, our Post Crescent Facebook page, and postcrescent.com, online and in print. But live coverage will kick off at 6:45 p.m., likely next Friday night. And you can always access our previous Game of the Week live streams on our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. Again, thanks to our sponsors, Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly. Celebrate back to school with savings at Cellcom. Choose from free phones up to $850 with a new line, and save even more when you add a connected watch, tablet, or camera. Check out these great deals and more in-store or at cellcom.com. And Piggly Wiggly, they are proud to support Wisconsin high school athletics. As your local grocery store, they're committed to making a difference in the community both on and off the field. Shop local, shop the pig. So for Ricardo, for Rosie, for Mike Sherry, and the entire crew with USA Today Network Wisconsin, this is Brett Christopherson signing off from Rocket Stadium here on the campus of Neenah High School. Again, as we look at our Cellcom Piggly Wiggly scoreboard, once again, the final score tonight, Neenah 35, Kaukauna 7. Thanks for hanging out with us on Week 4, and have a great night, everybody.